Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wednesday night. Welcome to Fantastic Finds. It's been a hot minute since I've been
It's been a couple weeks since we've seen your face, Jason.
Gosh, like I said on Monday, it's like riding a bike, although I feel like I'm on training wheels. So welcome, everybody. If you're new to us, this is Fantastic Finds, where we, meaning me and Amie, find the most fantastic items that we can find throughout the week or months, bring them to you in a live sale platform, and then afterward, we share your fantastic find. So if you're not totally familiar who Amie is, she's the one, the only Enamor. Amie, please make sure. What?
And I said meow meow.
Meow meow. Oh, that's meow meow. Please make sure you are subscribed to her. We put links to her YouTube channel and her Instagram down below in the description. And if you're new to me, I'm Jason of Mother Tucker's Antiques. Please consider subscribing to me and also following me over on Instagram. So, Amie, how have you been? How are you doing? Are you doing good?
I'm doing good. Busy, but good. Yeah.
All right. Can you even tell that the lenses of my glasses are not the normal color? I guess not. So,
did you get new glasses?
Well, about an hour ago, my glasses broke. Like literally, not just like the whole entire housing cracked and the lens fell out. So I had to use my backup one. So I feel like Misty. I feel like I got fancy glasses on, although they're not as fancy as hers.
You
and they're
have to try and have like the like magnetic change your frame out thing.
No, I don't, but I should. And one of these times
fancy glasses. Yeah.
I feel like I should get like fancy cat eye ones. Maybe I should start wearing different crazy kooky glasses. Maybe that's what I'll start to do. I don't know. Well, welcome in, everybody. We hope everybody had a really good week. We hope you're here for some good antiques and kitsch, because I think we have you covered. If you guys are new here, we're going to say our hellos. Then Amie is so kindly going to explain to us how the sale is going to work. As I said a few moments ago, please make sure you're subscribed to Amie, because she's having live sales, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when she goes live. You have one coming up. I think you have one with Jamie, right?
I did. Yeah. I just put the StreamYard up maybe a couple hours ago. Yes. Next Thursday, Jamie at Mid-Century Wasted is joining me for a live sale. It's been a minute since Jamie and I have had a sale together, so it was overdue.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be there in the chat. So guys, like I said, now please make sure you're subscribed to her channel, and congratulations on hitting 4,000. This is the first time we've been together since you hit that milestone.
So as you mentioned that, yes, I did hit 4K subs, and I was trying to think of what I could do, because I mentioned that I was going to do something special, and I will talk about that real quickly right now. So anybody that purchases from me tonight, you're going to get something special in your box. So I have these little scratch offs.
Hang on here.
Right.
There you go.
So everybody's going to get a little scratch off card in their box, and everything's going to have a prize. So once you scratch it off, then you'll figure out what your prize is. So everybody's going to get one of these in their box. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I will leave instructions in the card in your box on how to claim your prize. Okay. So just know that everybody's going to get a prize in their box.
All right. If you purchase from Amie tonight, you're going to win a prize. That's pretty epic. That's fun. We're going to have to talk about those. If you made those or you purchased those scratch cards later, because that's kind of fun.
I kind of found them like by happenstance. I was like, I think this will work, because I couldn't really think of what exactly to do, but I was like, these are good. These are cool. So yeah, it comes in like a little package, and then it comes with the little scratch off things, but you can write whatever you want underneath the scratch off thing. Gotcha. So it's kind of like a lotto ticket, but it's not really special.
That's fun. Yeah. All right. That's fun. So, and as we go live tonight, our official mod and bid ender is the one, the only Karen G. We do have Kim Desert Gal back in the chat. Again, Kim, we're so happy to have you back. Thoughts and prayers for Bob. We know he's doing better, but it's good that you guys are back in Arizona. And hello, Bob, if you're lurking there with Kim. So like I said, we're going to say hello to everybody. Amy's going to explain to folks how the sale is going to work. I do know for a fact we do have some newbies here tonight. So you guys are going to want to, hear how the sale works. That way you know how to bid and how to claim things. I will say as we go live, because it's doing what it did on Monday, StreamYard's acting really weird. So bear with us. If something should happen, I will exit out and Amie will continue, and then I will just come back. But the screen is already doing what it did at the beginning of Monday's sale. So gotta love technology. Everything's even updated. So our new friend is here in the chat. We have Dewberry Fairy. It's very nice to meet you. We hope you enjoy yourself tonight. Hopefully you win some of the things that you might be here for. And Amie will, like I said, explain to you how the sale is going to work here tonight. So welcome, and we hope you enjoyed so much you come back for some more in the future. So welcome in, everybody. There she is, the one, the only Desert Gal. Hey, Kim, if you get a chance and you want to put some links in there, you go ahead. She is a reseller over on Vamp. She also does sell on eBay. So if Kim puts some links in there, once you're done, shopping here with us tonight, maybe you'll head over and find some goodies from her. So thank you so much, Kim, always for your continued support of our businesses too as well. Hello, Janet. It's so good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well here tonight. There she is. There's Karen, our one, the only official mod and bid ender. It's so good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. And again, thank you always for being so supportive of us and a lot of the other YouTube channels. So thank you so much, Karen. There's a friend, a family member, a Tucker, Terry Tucker. It's so good to see you, friend. Hopefully you're doing well here tonight. I can't believe it's Wednesday already, and we're like in the second week of June. It's going to be the 4th of July.
You were off an entire week, Jason.
Yeah.
How was the beach anyway?
Oh, it was good. I got to tell you, it was probably one of the nicest weather and atmosphere vacations that we've had in a long time. It was a very nice, enjoyable vacation. It was one of those vacations that if I could pick up Mother Tucker's and put it down by the shore, I don't know that we'd be coming back to Pennsylvania. I love Pennsylvania. I love it here. We could just pick it all up and move it 140 miles east toward the ocean. I'd just be a smidge happier. So, but no, thank you for asking. It was a really, really good time. So there's my man. It's Gavin. It's the one, the only Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. Please make sure you give him a follow. He has a really fun YouTube channel right here. Plays music. It's on vinyl. It's on a turntable. Here he also takes requests. So if you want to, you could send him a message through YouTube here, and sure, he'll play anything that you request. So he does spotlight other resellers here in the community, so it goes full circle. So please show his channel some support. He's the other half of the Gillette Corporation. So, and just a way to also thank the very lovely Karen G. Give her husband, Gavin, a follow over on his channel. And he's over on Instagram, the same exact name. So please, if you're an Instagrammer, give him a follow there as well. Always good to see you, Gavin. There's my mom in the chat, Linda. It's so good to see you, Mom. I love you. Hopefully you are doing well. We have Deborah checking in tonight. How are you? It's so good to see you, Deborah. Who else is in here with us tonight? I see Janet. Good to see you, Janet. How are you? There's the one, the only Cindy Lou is in here with us. So good to see you, friend. There's our friend Tracy, Artsy Fartsy. Always so good to see you. There's one of Mother Tucker's one and only. It's Lisa of Echo Valley Vintage. Please give Lisa a follow over on Instagram. It is Echo Valley Vintage. She not only sells at our shop, but she sells at another one. So please give her a follow and check out her booths and all the places that she's at.
Yeah, she had one of my favorite booths. Back in the back corner.
Yep, it's doggone good. Well, she moved since you were there. She has a larger booth now.
Well, hey.
She moved up a little bit. So yeah, and everybody loves her kitsch. So if you're looking for some kitsch and you're in the area, pop into Mother Tucker's. I think you'll leave with the case of the kitchelitis if all goes well. So,
there's no cure.
No, and that's a good thing to have. Don't mistake us. So there's the one, the only Debbie Gutierrez is here in the chat. Oh, wait a minute. I could do that better. The one, the only Debbie Gutierrez is here with us tonight. How are you, Debbie? It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. It's always great to see you, checking in from the Lone Star State. Who else is in here? I'm seeing a couple of the same names. Hello, Sandy. So good to see you. There is our Christmas-loving brother and friend, the one, the only William. So good to see you, sir. Hopefully you're doing well. We have Dusty Moose is checking in tonight. So good to see you. We have the very lovely Beth C. Vintage. Gang, if you're not following her, over on Vamp, please do, because she finds the kitchen, she finds the glass. So she's definitely a seller you want to make sure you are keeping an eye on over there on Vamp. It's always good to see you, Beth. We have Ann checking in here tonight. How are you, Ann? Again, happy Wednesday, everybody. We're officially spanning that globe. We got the very lovely Heidi checking in from Belgium. So good to see you. We got Janine in here. It's Janine. Janine is in here. How are you? Playing tricks with my eyes tonight. My eyes, it's the new glass, but we're going to blame it on. Who else is in here with us tonight? Hello, Buttermilk and Cream. So good to see you. Sending hugs right back to you. It's so good to see you. There's our friend Chris, also known as my broom closet, checking in from Colorado. Hang in there, friend. You got this. You're doing good. I know you are. I can feel it. We have Annie checking in, and I think Annie said she just subscribed, so thank you so much. We have Wings in here tonight with us, so good to see you guys. Our room's really filling up. Figgy D is checking in. How are you, Figgy D? Good to see you, friend. So many people. We got the lovely Melanie checking in. Good to see you. Hopefully everybody is well. Hopefully everybody's bracing because they say it's going to get hotter. They say it's going to get hotter this week in different places of the country.
We're at 90, I think, by the weekend.
So are we. We were living the high life there. It was a really nice, perfect weather pattern. Now it's going to get juicy again. How are you, Trina? So good to see you, friend. Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome in, everybody. We hope you guys are here for some fun antiques and some kitsch here tonight. Let's see who else is in here. We have Elaine checking in. Good to see you tonight. We got the one, the only, the other half of Mother Tucker's. Tina is checking in. Good to see you, Tina. It feels like it's been forever. How are you, Terry? Welcome in. How are you, friend? Who else is down here with us? There she is. She's running all over the coast, east to west, all over the lower 48. It's our friend, Freddie Fines, also known as Sharon. It's so good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. Who else is in here with us tonight? Oh, I see Linda Tilford's checking in. How are you, friend? Good to see you guys. Oh, it feels so good to be back. How are you, Randy? It's good to see you checking in. Who else is down here? I see a couple duplicates. And as I scroll down, my chat's acting weird. If I ever miss you, it's never intentional. How are you, Philomena? It's so good to see you, friend. We're definitely covering that globe now here tonight. Who else is down here with us? Let's see. I'm seeing a couple duplicates. And I think we're back down here with Karen G. And yes, please, please, please make sure you hit that like button, hit that thumbs up. That's down below. If you close out the chat for a minute, you will see it. Please give us a thumbs up. And we'll round out with the very lovely Tammy Walker. It's so good to see you. So again, as we go live here tonight, if you are not subscribed to Amie's channel, please do so. Hit that notification bell. That way, if YouTube wants to cooperate, it will notify you when we go live. And then you can go hang out with her, especially for next week's live sale on Thursday night with Jamie of Mid-Century Wasted. So I'm going to stop gabbing. Amie's going to tell us how the sale is going to work, and then we're going to get into it. Take it away, Miss Amie.
Jason, do I spy a Howard Tiger cookie jar behind you?
You do. You do. You do. There is a condition issue. His lid does have a line in it, but he may or may not
come around very often.
No, if I feel confident that I can ship the lid, I can tell you that Yummy is going to probably be available next Wednesday. I can tell you that will be here probably.
Yeah.
He'll be here next Wednesday. I don't know about the Tiger yet. So stay tuned, guys. But yes, you're right, Amie. And it's not the repo either. It's the original one.
It's the real deal. Yeah. I saw him peeking over your shoulder back there.
Yes, he's my friend. He's my friend for right now. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Gotcha. Okay. Welcome in, you guys. Happy you guys are back for another round of fantastic finds. If it's your first time joining us, welcome. If you have questions as we go, don't hesitate to type them down into the chat. We do have a lot of familiar folks, very helpful folks down in the chat tonight that can probably help you out. If we can't help you out ourselves, definitely don't be afraid to ask as we go. So first and foremost, we want to make sure that you guys are in the best version of the chat possible. So check your chat settings, make sure you're in live chat all messages and not top chat. If you're in top chat, it may filter out some of the comments. It may filter out bids. You might not see everything. So definitely make sure you're in live chat all messages, not top chat. And because of the crazy lag that we always have here on YouTube, unfortunately, we can't get it away totally, but we do have a few tools that you can use to help combat it throughout the sale tonight. So up above my head, if you are watching on a mobile device, either a tablet or a phone, those are going to be the faster options for you versus the computer. If you touch up here, you'll find a little gear wheel icon. If you tap on that and hit playback speed and hit 2 times, if you're lagging behind it all, it's going to catch you up. We're going to sound funny until you guys are caught up with us at the most current point that you can be. And we definitely recommend, if you do plan on bidding on anything, try and do that before you start bidding, just to make sure that you're as caught up as you can be. If you're watching on a computer, down here at the bottom, same kind of deal. There's a gear wheel icon, playback speed 2x. All right, so that will help you out a little bit with the lag. You also want to check and make sure at the bottom of the screen there's a red line that goes all the way to the right as far as you can go. That'll make sure that you're not lagging behind either. Okay, so we are doing 15 rounds of goodies tonight. Between Jason and I, we have pretty much every era covered tonight, I think. We have true antique all the way up to mid-century. So a good mixture of things tonight. We are doing the auction style, so that means we'll show you the item. We'll give you a starting price. Jason will pin it up here on the screen. If you're interested in bidding on the item, all you have to do is type your bids down into the chat. We will describe the item to you. We'll note any kind of issues with it, but do keep in mind, antique and vintage items that have had a life, we do our best to try and describe any kind of notable issues to you while you're live here on the screen, so you can make the best informed decision if you do decide to bid on the item. But keep any kind of condition issues in mind, and we'll give you any kind of information or history that we know about the item. If you guys know something about it, you're welcome to put it down in the chat. We love to learn from each other here on Fantastic Finds. So put that down in the chat if you know anything that we don't know. We would love to learn as well. And we will do a countdown, and the highest bid that we see before the official bid end of the lovely Karen Gillette will be the winner. We also do something here on Mother Tucker's called Just in Case. And in case you're not familiar with that, here's how it works. So we ask that you're an active bidder. So as long as you are you have put in at least one bid, straight bid on the current item, you're welcome to utilize the just in case during the countdown only. So let's say the item's at $20. You're willing to go up to $50. So that would be your just in case, JIC 50. So during the countdown, as long as you put in one straight bid, you can put in that just in case during the countdown. And if your just in case bid is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. But do keep in mind, if there are multiple just in cases put into chat, those do turn into regular bids. Okay. So if you are not familiar how that works, usually you can watch a few rounds and see it play out live and then get a little bit better idea of how it works. All right. If you don't want to use the just in case, that's fine. You don't have to use it, but it is there if you do. All right. If you win an item tonight, very important, especially if you're a brand new buyer to either Jason and I, we do need some information from you. We need your YouTube screen name. We need your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. Jason and I both do our invoicing in PayPal, but if you don't have PayPal, that's okay. Send us an email with all of that same information. Let us know that you want to check out as a guest. When we send our invoices out, we can send you a direct link to your invoice, and then you can pay with any debit, credit, Venmo, or PayPal. Super easy to shop with us. Our emails are currently up here on the screen. You can definitely send us a joint email if that's easier for you. You can also pre-register just in case you think you might want to bid on anything. Just go ahead and send that to us. We certainly don't mind the extra emails. Jason's also put all of the information for our Instagram pages, our emails, all of that good stuff down in the description of the video. Our emails are also pinned in a comment at the top of the chat. And our lovely mod squad does a great job at putting them into the sale into the chat throughout the sale as well. So it's pretty easy to find that information. But do make sure and send the information if you haven't bought from us in a while. It's always good to send it again. It makes it much easier for us to find it when we do send our invoices out. And when you guys check out in PayPal, double check that your shipping address is correct in PayPal. That's going to be the protected address covered by PayPal buyer protection. If it's not correct, you might not get your goodies, because we do copy and paste whatever the address is in PayPal right on your shipping label. Okay, so double check that it's okay in there before you process your order. That way we have your current address. As far as packing and shipping goes, we both utilize Pirate Ship to get you guys the discounted rates on shipping. which is much cheaper than retail pricing at the actual post office. So you pay exactly what we do, so we can pass that savings on to you guys. It's definitely much cheaper. As far as packing and invoicing for me, I ship from Michigan. I only ship to US and Canada at the current time. I will be doing all of my packing and invoicing tomorrow. I do send an email out to everybody when yours has been sent so that you're not wondering where it's at. So I will email you when yours is sent out. And don't forget, anybody that purchases tonight is going to get a super special scratch off surprise prize in their box. So don't forget that that's in there, and check out the card for directions when you get your box. And I think that about covers me.
All right. Amie covered pretty much everything for me, except I ship out of Pennsylvania. I do all of my invoicing on Saturday. So that means if you purchased from me on Monday, then you have an open box. And as long as I can combine it safely for you, I will. So we'll save you even more on shipping. So I will package it all. Tina usually invoices by afternoon or early evening on Saturdays, depending on how busy we are with shop things. So a couple of side notes. If you ever want to close these open boxes, you don't need to keep them open. So if you would have bought on Monday and you didn't want it open, you just let me know. We'll close it and get you invoiced. I do offer free pickup at the brick and mortar. I do own a shop here in central Pennsylvania. So if you're in the area and that's something you want to take advantage of, just email us. We'll work out those details through the emails. I do want to just remind you guys that at some point we will be announcing our next shop with me. There was a lot of interest in the first one. There was a lot of folks interested in when we do the next one. So we will let you guys know when we plan on having it scheduled for our next shop with me. So we're going to say hello to some more of our friends that jumped in, and then we are going to jump right into it. And then stick around. You know what? Let's pause for a minute. Stick around. We will share your fantastic finds. We're running a little low. So if you guys have anything that you deem a fantastic find, okay, email us to sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. That again is sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. We just ask a couple things. One, that you tell us who you are. You kind of give us a brief description of the photos that you're sending us, and any other important information. And it can be anything that you deem a fantastic find, whether it be something you found in your attic, maybe you got from Gam Gam, maybe you created, maybe you bought on eBay, you bought from another reseller. Heck, maybe something you dug out at the flea market or something that you found at the thrift store. Whatever you deem a fantastic find and you want the community to see, we get a lot of great input. Folks do enjoy that. So please feel free. You take over the channel for a little bit, a couple minutes. You get to show your stuff that under normal circumstances you may not be able to here on YouTube. So with that aside, let's say hello to some folks. I did see some other ones jump in. Hello, Pat Robinson. It's always so good to see you. Hello, Shannon. Welcome in, everybody. Who else is here? Miss Whittle One. It's so good to see you, friend. Hopefully you're doing well. I can tell we got a lot of our antique and kitschy friends here with us tonight. It's always so good to see you guys. Hello, Sherry. How are you? Hello, everybody. Who else is in here with us tonight? We got Suzanne checking in. Good to see you, Suzanne. It's our Jersey girl, the one, the only Steel Whisper. Good to see you. We got Mary Beth checking in. Ancestral Beginnings is here with us. Please make sure you give her a follow. It's the same name right here on YouTube. You will enjoy her channel. Trust me. We got Spark Joy and Life here with us. We got Mary checking in. Hello, everybody. We hope you're well. We got Stacy here with us tonight. Hello, Stacy. It's so good to see you guys. We got all of our friends checking in, and they're like, Jason, we're happy you said hello to us, but let's get into the sale. So you know what? That's what we're going to do. I think I saw Wanda pop in. Meow, meow. Good to see you, Wanda. So we'll do something different. We'll start with Amie, and then that's getting old, Jason. I'll have to come up with something new. So take it away, Amie.
It's been different for some weeks now.
I think that's a nice way of Amie telling me, Jason, it's old. It's old.
All right. I do have, like, you guys know I'm the kitsch queen, okay? But I do have a lot of true antique stuff tonight. I do have some mid-century stuff, but I do have some true antique stuff tonight. It's my second love next to kitsch for sure. So I have some pixie-related items tonight and some fairy-related items. So we're going to start off with Pixie riding on a butterfly tonight, and he's going to start at $24, Jason.
All right, you got it.
All right, so I haven't had one of these guys in a long time, riding on the butterfly. And I will say that there's, I think there's 4 different colorways of the pixie and the butterfly, different paint variations for these guys, but there's a whole series of these little pixies riding on different things. I did have a praying mantis a few weeks ago, and there's like a stag beetle and a frog and different things that these guys are riding on. But this guy is taking a ride on a butterfly. Now, this isn't paint loss. I think it's just, it's kind of how he was painted. I've seen this before. Like, it's not like even strokes of paint on here. It kind of, you can see brush strokes and the like in there. Not really any chipping going on here. There is a little paint loss on the shoe, the end of the shoe right here. There's a little white spot. It's not a chip, but there is, this is cold paint in the brown there on the back side. But let's take a look at the butterfly, because I really like the coloring and the spots in there. So it's kind of like a dusty blue and pops of orange, a little bit of gold. So the little polka dots on the butterfly are a little iridescent gold paint on there. And then the pixie's hat is green, orange, blue little pants, and brown shoes. And they even painted the little butterfly legs going down the base. It is marked made in Japan on the bottom. Great for spring and summertime. I love these guys. And then he's got just a cute little, even tiniest little eyelashes are painted on his eyes there. There is a little brown, extra brown paint. Somebody got a little wild with the paintbrush there. That is not something that's going to come off. It is just extra paint on him, but I love his little tuft of hair that's peeking out too. So measurement for this guy, he is 4 by 4 3/4 by 3 3/4, and he does date to the 40s, by the way. These guys are all from the 1940s. All right, I see Miss Janet, if you're nasty, is in at 28, so we're looking for 29 or more. Sherry just popped in there with a 29. I don't know why that just popped in my brain.
I knew it.
I apologize.
I heard it. I heard it coming.
We're going to count Mr. Pixie Butterfly down. We are looking for 30 or more, and I'm going to start the countdown now. We are going to do 20-second countdowns tonight. Just to give everybody hopefully the most fair chance that we can to get any kind of bids in here, or just in cases. But I would suggest don't wait too long to put in any bids. If there's something that you really want, put in a bid, okay? Don't wait to, a lot of people have been coming in after the bid end in other sales, I have noticed, okay? So we're going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid it.
I want to know what that little pixie's thinking while he's flying on that little butterfly.
I don't know. He looks like he might be like ready to take a nap. So maybe it's just relaxing to fly on a butterfly.
Yeah, the air's a little thin up there, I'm sure.
Maybe. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Hey, Christy. So Janet had a bid of 30, but Janine put in, just in case, a 41. So Janine's going to take it for 31. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Oh, such a fun score. All right, guys. I'm going to start out slow tonight. It's going to start at just $10. I had a little black cat, the little child's toy. Had a situation with it. The string was a little brittle, so I had to substitute. So with that black cat, I have this cute little black cat, okay? Just $10 is the start on this. You can see there's a tiny little bit of paint wear up there, but look how they painted it. It looks like real fur. The real stroke. So, I mean, this one is bisque. I'm sure it's Japan, because we do have some numbers there on the bottom, but it's this cute little kitty cat with a little butterfly on its head. It has a very 3D style bow, which I'm sure a lot of those were probably prone to being chipped or damaged. This one has none. And outside of that little paint rub, which I think is factory, this little darling kitty cat is in perfect condition. So for $10, the bisque little kitten, it measures 2.5 inches tall. 2.5 inches tall by about 2.5 inches wide. So let me get in here really close so you guys can see how cute and darling this little kitty cat is. If you guys collect little anthropomorphic bugs, if you guys collect, I had the other week the little Joseph kitty cats with the ladybug on. If that's something you guys collect, this little cutie is going to look good in your kitty cat collection or in your bug collection, and it's just in superb condition, except that little tiny bit of paint wear right there on the front. But other than that, it's super cute and really good condition. Just $10 if anyone's interested. Again, it's a tiny little nugget. I'm not sure who made it. I tried to Google image, couldn't find anything. But look at that cute little, it's like a butter yellow style bow. And then the little butterfly is sort of three-dimensional. It's kind of applied on there. It's a little yellow butterfly. It has like a little blue stripe down the center, sort of like the little butterfly that the pixie later rides, probably. So, Suzanne, thank you. I see you in for 10. Again, the only condition is a little paint rub, which could be manufacturing right there on the front above its eye. And it has little slight blue details, has cute eyelashes, and a great three-dimensional bow on there. It's just a cutie of a little cat. And the paint strokes make it look like it's realistic. So we'll just spin it around and let's start a countdown. We are still in at 10, looking for 11 or more. So we'll do a countdown just in case. It's only for active bidders. So we'll count down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Meow, meow. This is such a cute little kitty cat.
That is really cute. I've never seen that before.
It came with the Holt Howard Shakers, the same estate. So the person had a good, unique taste for kitty cats. So very good condition. So there's the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So Suzanne, congratulations. The little kitty is yours for $10. All right, Miss Amy.
Somebody up earlier in the chat said that they missed seeing Tina sell on a live sale. Well,
all that.
Keep your eyes peeled because Miss Tina and I are having a Christmas in July sale sometime. Yes. We haven't picked the date yet, but it's coming. So we're going to be slinging some Christmas together because that is our first love after all. So yes.
It is.
$16 choice, Jason.
Right.
Okay. So I have some fans tonight. I haven't had any advertising fans in quite a long time. I usually don't see them in any kind of good condition, or the imagery on it is just not that exciting. But I have two tonight that I feel like are pretty awesome. So this is the first one, and it's Putnam Fadeless Dyes and Tints. That is the advertising piece for it. But it does have some stuff on the back I will show to you, but it's really the front that and I'm going to try, and hopefully my camera is going to cooperate so we can see all the awesome details. So first off, we have this amazing anthropomorphic butterfly going on in the center, very Art Nouveau stylized here. And then we have this lady dressed in green that I'm not sure, maybe she's painting the butterfly. That's kind of what I get from it, that she's dyeing the wings of the butterfly. And then we have these little pixies that are holding the different colors of dye on the tree branches for her to dip her paintbrush in. I think it's fantastic. If you guys don't know how to display these kind of things, a vase. If they look great, I've seen collections of these, just a clear vase. You don't even have to do anything colorful, just a clear vase, but a whole collection of these look amazing together. Of course, they would look great in any kind of Fenton vase. I think this personally would look really pretty with some sort of carnival glass in there, or your mid-century swung vases, either one. But this fan, it's in really good condition. There's minimal wear. There's a little slight bend right in here, but otherwise it's in good shape. And then of course we have the advertising here on the back, how to use your Putnam dyes, tints, all of that there. And it's out of Quincy, Illinois. Okay. So, based on the back of it, I feel like it's probably 50s. This fan dates to, although the imagery definitely says a little bit earlier than that, but I think that the printing on the back makes it a little bit later. And then the other one I have, if you are into the fairy stuff, I do have a gorgeous pinup fan. This one was also in really good condition, and maybe we can get it to focus a little bit better, but I love the drawing on here. And if you are a fan of pinups or fans or kind of deco ladies in general, you might recognize the signature on this. This is a Billy DeVore's illustrated lady with the fan, and she's trimmed in blue. There, she's focused. Now you can see, I love her eye color. She has these beautiful, beautiful eyes that match her hair. Really gorgeous. Again, nice condition, you know, a little bit of wear. I usually don't pick them up if there's tears or anything out of them. And this one is for Filbert's Old Time Root Beer, Ginger Beer, and Orange out of Chicago. And that one has kind of the rattan handle on it at the bottom. So size-wise, this one's a little bit taller. The Putnam dies is 13 inches by 6.5, and the pinup is 11 by 7.75. Okay, so those are your two choices. Winner can certainly take both if they would like at their winning bid. And we're going to count them down. Right now I see Melody. Hi, Melody. Good to see you. Is in at 36, and this is for choice. Sandra D just popped in there. Hey, you guys. Hey, Sandra. So we're looking for 38 or more on choice. We're going to count them down now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
It does, Tracy. You're right. It does deserve a frame.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
If I would have found it without a handle, definitely it would be frame worthy. All right. There is the bid end from Karen G. Thanks so much, Karen. All right. Some lots of just in cases there in play at the end. So Catherine had a just in case of 47. Melody had a just in case of 49. Mary Beth a just in case of 53. But Sandra D had the highest just in case at 55. So for first choice, Sandra, let me know at 54 if you want. We can just call this one Butterfly, and we can just call this one Lady. You can certainly take both if you want. Second choice is going to go to Mary Beth, and then Melody, and then back to Catherine. And I can just watch the chat. Thank you so much.
All right. All right. Well, I want to say congratulations to Catherine Young. If you guys are not subscribed to her channel, please do so. She hit 7,000 subs. So congratulations. And I'm sure you have Sandra for the butterfly.
I do.
And then if you are not following our friend Becky over at Vintage Viking Treasures, please give her a follow. She had a really fun sale last evening, so make sure you're following. She does pixies and mushrooms, or mushrooms and pixies. So make sure you're following her so you'll be notified when she has those sales again. So my next round is going to be $18 choice, okay? If it wants to queue up, give me a moment. Come on, StreamYard. There it is. All right, so it's $18 choice on some celluloid dolls, okay? And I'm trying to find unique ones that I've never seen before. So to the stage, we have the lovely Feather and Chenille this evening. So you can either pick between I'm Feather and I'm Chenille. So they are both made in Japan. If you're freaked out by it, I believe that's real hair that has been put on her, which I think is really, really neat, okay? So she is celluloid, and she has her original little netting, okay, over her face. So very flapper, Gibson kind of girl, and the feathers are in superb condition. And back here on the back, if we move that feather, you will see that it says that it's made in Japan. So these are the little jointed celluloid dolls. Usually they're dented or in poor condition. Both of these are almost like new, and they both measure. Let me check my measurements here. This one here with the feather is 5 inches tall. So she's 5 inches tall. So great for your celluloid doll collection. These are great to pop in your display. Your displays. Hello, Noelle. Good to see you. Then this one here, she might have a slight condition issue right there in the front of her head, but she has this little fabric cap Then she has a little chenille pom-pom on the back. I've never seen one dressed like this before.
I love the little hat.
She has the last for days. And then if you guys aren't familiar, a lot of these little celluloid girls, they would use push pins to hold the pieces on. Then she has like this big fluffy collar. And then, of course, she has no pants on. But that's okay because we're not judging. So $18 if anyone is interested. I would bet that it's marked Japan here on the back. But that means you'd have to move the chenille and all of those things. So, again, these are really fun. These are two unique ones, especially if you guys collect celluloid dolls. I don't ever find them this unique, especially in the attires that they are wearing. You can see how red and black and how crisp the feather is on her. She's super cute. And again, that quite possibly could be real human hair, which would definitely speak to the era and make sense. The little netting, which is original to her, not any tears or major issues that I could find. There might be just a little slit right on the front of the face, but overall, really good condition. The fact that that's even blue, I think is even more special. And then let's get Melanie. Thank you for 18. And then this little cutie here, she's in very good condition with the large eyelashes, paint's good, no major denting. And I don't know, I don't think that is a dent in the front there. I believe that's actually just a curvature in her hair. So very good condition for their age. Gosh, these could be anywhere from the 20s clear up to the 50s or 60s. I think they're the earlier part, though, especially this one here. So Sherry is in at 19. Thank you guys so much. Again, one more time, they are both about 5 to 5.5 inches tall. So let's start a countdown. If you're an active bidder and you want to use it just in case, please feel free to, because we're counting down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, this will be on choice. This one will be hat. This one will be hair. That's how we will distinguish between the two of them. Of course, top bidder can take both or gets first choice, bids for first choice to pick which ones they want. So it'll be hat or hair. Thank you so much, Karen G, for the bid end. Sherry, you get first choice. You can take both if you want, but if you just want one, just make sure you can tell me if you want hat or hair, and then Melanie will be back up. So you got chenille. Thank you so much. You got also known as no pants, depending on what part of the country she's in. Melanie, let me know if you were interested in her, the one with the hair. She would be 18, and if you pass, that's all. Oh, I got you, Sherry. I knew what you meant. So Melanie, just let me know if you're interested in her. You will pass on the hair. Okay, then hair will come back or feather will come back to the stage for a recap. So, all right, Amy.
All right. So from the last round, Melody Southern Buckeye. This was to you if you wanted it. And if Melody passes, Catherine, you're on deck for it. All right. So I didn't go back further than that. So I will go back up and look if neither of you were interested in her. All right. So Jason 24. All right. Melody passed. No problem. And Catherine's passing. Okay. All right. I can double check that later on. Okay. I have this lady. She is really, I've never come across one particularly like this. Now, I believe she's supposed to be a pincushion, okay? Because she does have a big satin stuffed ball underneath her lacy dress. But she is the larger size bisque baby, all right? And she does still have her little jointed arms are still sticking out. But look at her pretty lacy dress. It is kind of like blush, I guess is the best color that I can describe it as. It's kind of like a very pale peachy pink, Depression era pink, if you will, for her. Maybe more touch on the ivory side, but really pretty lace dress. Now, I believe somebody did make her. She does have Becky S. Did sign her on the bottom, so I believe that she was made into a pincushion. I'm trying to feel, I feel like I can feel the rest of her body kind of in there. So but she is definitely stitched on to the body underneath there. And this is kind of like a peachy satin kind of fabric underneath there. And it's got a big bow here in the back, but the little ribbon that makes the sleeves of her dress, it's these tiny little, almost like yarn little flowers that are stitched on the satin ribbon. I really, really like those. And of course, I love the big old lashes that are painted on her. And then the little flowers do continue onto the back side. So she does measure 6¼ inches tall and about 5½. I didn't really measure the lace. I kind of measured the pincushion width underneath there. And I don't really see any holes in the lace necessarily, so I don't think anybody stuck any pins through her dress. I don't see anything, but really nice condition on her. All right, so I see Miss Catherine is in at 24. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 25 or more on Miss Fancy Gal Pincushion. I really like her. It looks like she's going to a party. We're going to count her down now. Catherine's at 24. We're looking for 25 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it.
She definitely is Glowy Girl's little avatar, that little
She
face.
is, yes. Yes, she is. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Gavin, your 38 came in after the bid end. So, Catherine, you didn't need your just in case. She is coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. I actually found this when we were on vacation in South Jersey, and I kind of squealed a little bit because I was anxious to bring this to a sale with Amie. So I think it fits tonight. So I'm going to take a moment and go through each page very quickly for you guys. But this is antique. This is a scrapbook. It actually, back here on the back, the only condition issue is there's a little bit of like discoloration. Maybe you guys want to clean that. It does have a patent of March 1876. Okay. So this is this fun scrapbook. It even has this Victorian style picture here on the front, which I believe is original to it. So you're going to get the scrapbook, and yes, it's $30, but it's a total of 26 pages. 26 pages of Victorian die cuts. And I believe that the die cuts range from the 1890s. I believe this was someone's personal scrapbook and added them, and some might even be calling cards in here. I believe that they've compiled this scrapbook from between maybe 1890 to maybe the very late 1920s, okay, maybe 1930s, and I'll show you why. 26 pages, they are loose, so you could take them out, you could junk journal with them. So 26, 28, because they actually put them on the covers as well. So let me go ahead and open this up. You can see the pages are loose here on the inside, but $30, you're going to get a book full of die cuts. If I can just get my hand on the first one, and I believe some of these are calling cards.
Oh my gosh.
So you're going to get all of this for one price for $30. So there is the first two pages. You have the quintessential calling cards with the hand and the bouquets of flowers with some birds mixed in with some children. That alone, at some antique malls, they'll put $10 a page on
Roses
those.
are gorgeous.
So you'll get all those, and I believe these are all German die cut. And then you have a couple pages, and it's $30 start. You have this larger one, which is religious.
Wow.
Then you have this gorgeous woman with the feathers, maybe indigenous. Then she has a cockatoo on her arm. You have some little Dutch children. So $30, you'll get the whole thing. Now, the pages are a little brittle. The pages are falling out, but I believe the pages are original to the scrapbook. So then you have all of these different animals, kind of a safari scene going on here on one page. Then you have a whole bunch of these little cherubs here on the other page. And again, it's $30. You get the whole entire book. It's going to come together. We're not separating it out or selling individual pages. Here is another. This is like Egyptian revival, maybe. Maybe folks can help me a little bit. Like, I know just enough to get in trouble with that area, but I feel like that's maybe Egyptian revival. Then you have some more. Some of the tally-ho, like with the horse scenes. You have the dog face here. You have the camel. Thank you, William. I see you're 30, so we're looking for 31 or more. Again, you're getting 28 pages full of die cuts. You could repurpose these. You could cut them out. You could use them for all sorts of different things. Tell me the last time you saw some ship die cuts, especially some.
Oh, look at the one that is like sinking.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yep. Like, I'm just quickly going through because I don't want to take up too much time, but I do want to show you guys everything you're going to get. And some of these are like those Denison stars. Look at the thistle flowers. Look at the rose flowers.
Wow.
Look at the young girl here with the dove. So you're getting a book chock full, 28 pages. And I do believe that they are all from the 1800s to the early 1930s. They're larger ones. Now, this is where I think we get a little more into the late 20s into the 30s. We have these little ladies here. We have the little gentleman. He's definitely wearing like a zoot suit. So he's got like a zoot suit. So I believe these are probably the newest ones in here, probably from the 1920s. So you have the young girl here, and they get better. There's Halloween ones coming up. So hold on to your girdle.
There's Halloween in there?
There's Halloween coming up.
Dang.
So we do have the cherub. Again, these are the little like enameled, like three-dimensional ones. Then we have the young girls over here. We'll go as fast as we can here. Some of these are really, look at this large die cut. Look at the girl here with her little kitty cat.
Oh my gosh.
Like some of these I have never seen before. I had a fellow that did ephemera at Mother Tucker's, and he used to sell these in the calling cards. And I've never seen anything like these. My gosh, like you could just frame some of these. So then we have 2 pages. Now remember, the pages are loose in here. All birds.
Oh.
All birds. So we have all birds in there. We have Ancestral Beginnings in at 40. MJ Bears in at 42. Again, if you guys do the math, this is really good value. Plus, we have all these horses again. Game horses. Really, really fun, really unique. Thank you, Amy, for giving me the time here to show these really quick. We have the lily pad with the lily flower. And these are large ones. Like some of these are 3 inches with the roses. And then let's get ahead here. We have some more of the large flower ones. We have another angel here with the songbook. Again, 28 pages. The book is 1800s. And we have these large ones. We're about 2 pages away here from the end. Bear with me, gang. So here's where we start to get into the cherub ones, which they would be great to reframe.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the devil.
Wow.
And then you have like the wren, and then you have, look at the skull and bones.
Wow.
So you get them all, and they're all coming in what I believe is the original scrapbook. This is probably turn of the century in and of itself. Front's in very good condition. The only issue is we have a little bit of weird staining. I didn't try to clean it off. And then on the side here, it's the scraps book. So Ancestral Beginnings is in at 45. Thank you all for hanging in there while I show you. I think it needed a spotlight because somebody put their heart and soul into this for a very, very long time. And it is one of a kind. And they are, to my knowledge, in selling these, they're all period correct, late 1800s into the very, very early 1900s. So let's do a countdown on the scrapbook. We're in at 45. We're looking for 46 or more. Just in case for active bidders, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 47 or more. Thank you so much, Catherine. Ancestral Beginnings is in. I see Williams in. Thank you guys so much. This will just give you hours to repurpose, to frame, to look through.
I'm glad that you rescued that, Jason, because I wouldn't have been able to leave that behind either.
And it was in the weirdest booth, Amy. It was in a booth filled with kitsch. It was weird. So, Catherine, thank you for the 47. I see you, Ancestral Beginnings. But William, sir, it's coming to you for $56. Thank you so much. Congratulations and enjoy it, sir.
That's amazing. Amazing, amazing. All right. 24, Jason.
All right, Amy.
I do have a really awesome brooch tonight. I was bringing it tonight because it gave me like summer. Definitely you could use it for 4th of July, carry it into the fall because, oh my gosh, it's stunning. Look
Love
how
it.
big that is.
That's huge.
It's huge. And I had to bring this tonight because, ooh, she's a sparkler. I kind of was thinking like 4th of July fireworks with it because it's gorgeous. All right. So you can see there's all prong set, very well, high quality made piece of jewelry here. And the color on this is, it's kind of like topaz. It's kind of like a peachy orange gold. And it's reading a little bit lighter on screen than it actually is in person, but there's no missing rhinestones they're all there. They're all there. There's even in the center here, there's tiny little ones that run in the center all the way around. And it does have a safety clasp on the back. It also has a place where you could, well, I'll show you the clasp first. So very tiny little safety clasp, really, really nice puddling here on the back. Again, very high quality here. It does have some weight to it. All right. But it also has a place where you could turn it into a necklace here on the back and wear it this way. But you can see how large this brooch is. Gorgeous. I mean, that would be like how it would be a pendant for a necklace. All right. And then it's meant to go this way for the brooch. Okay. Measurement for it does measure 2 3/4 by 2.5. So it's large. It's large and in charge. And oh my gosh, it's so sparkly. And somebody needed this. It's definitely a statement piece for sure. I love it.
It covers so many different eras too. You know, it's going to look good with almost anything that you wear it for.
I definitely I was trying to find this. I could find one picture of the same kind of the same double brooch or pendant. I found one. I believe it dates to the 40s, but it might be even slightly earlier than that. But it's in really, really nice condition. And I say 40s because of the clasp on the back. Anything later than that, I think would be a little bit bigger than the setting on there. But I'm not seeing any interest in that. That's all right. We'll bring it back for the recap.
All right, we'll just move over slowly in case there is a lag. Thank you so much, Karen G. I know we got Noelle. We got Noelle.
All right, Noelle. I know exactly what Noelle's going to do with this. Yep. All right, I see Melody just popped in there with a 24 as well. All right, so lag is bad, you guys. Again, don't wait to put in bids or just in cases. And if there is something tonight that you guys are really interested in it, bid on it as soon as you feel like you are interested in it. All right. So we're going to count it down. 2 people are in at 24. We're looking for 25 or more on the big sparkler brooch. I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end.
So gorgeous, Amy. Beautiful.
So why it made me think of the 4th of July, I just think that this postcard with the fireworks and stuff, it made me think of a firework. That's why I brought it.
So good.
All right. I see Melody did put in a just in case of 39, but Noelle put a just in case of 77. So Noelle, congratulations. It is yours for 40. Congratulations. Thank you so much. One of my favorite brooches I've found so far this year, for sure.
So good, Amy. So good. All right, guys, I'm going to go heavy away from the Victorian where I was. I'm going to go heavy on the mid-century kitsch, okay? $30. If you guys know, you know, okay? If you guys are kitsch lovers, you know what this is, okay?
That's a good one.
It's a kitschy little doll case or travel case. It is an artist by the name of Margaret Holbrook. She did a couple of these. They took a couple of her scenes and made cases out of them, okay? The case is made of like a thin wood, and then it's coated in like a paper laminate almost. The front is in superb condition. Matter of fact, the whole case is in very good condition for its age. There is a little distress here on the side, okay? There is a little distress here on this side, okay? There's a little discoloration to the brown age, little discoloration up here on the top, okay? But the handle is also intact. Usually these were used and abused by the little children, so you usually find them that, the whole front is scratched off or the handle, has been broken or repaired, but this is a fun little doll case, okay? There's a couple different scenes that they did. This is the ocean scene. If y'all love kitsch, you're going to die when you see some of these fun little animals. So I will show you up close. It's a $30 start if anybody's interested. There is a little discoloration to the inside. The inside is in very good condition with no funky smell. So we have this fun ship with the Captain Quacker right there at the front of the helm. You have his buddy, the little chubby bear, hanging out. You have the pink pig. If you guys love fish and mermaids, look at these kitschy fish. And trust me, guys, when I found this at the market over the weekend, it was gray. I sat with a very, very damp cloth and hand cleaned this because this paper, if it gets wet, it can start to disintegrate and get, torn apart. So we have the piggy up there with the binocular looking out, making sure the scope, everything's good to go. We have some bluebirds. If you guys love kitschy roost bunnies, we have all of them intact. And the case measures, this is 1950s, very maybe early 60s, more so 50s. The case is made of wood and it's covered in this paper laminate, okay? Very typical of that era. So it measures 12 inches wide. It's about 9 inches tall, and it's about 3.5 inches deep, okay? So these are fun. If you guys love your kitsch, then you can also keep it and use it as a background, or you can open it up on the inside, and then you can, display, put some of your dolls in there, some of your plush. There is a little discoloration back here to the back.
That's the nicest inside of one of those that I've ever seen.
And it's in,
and I've had several of those, and yeah, nice.
Superb condition. When they're in this kind of condition, especially like they have a locomotive one, they have the big lammy on the front, especially this one, it is crossover for, mermaid lovers, fish lovers. So this one usually commands a higher price on these. So maybe it is more so 1940s. I always thought these were more the later 50s, but it's somewhere in that time period, especially with her art on the front. And again, the artist is Margaret Holbrook. She is a great illustrator. She's almost one of the most kitschiest illustrators that fits a lot of the rubber face kitsch, if that's what you guys are into.
I can't remember where she puts the signature at, if it's on the inside of the hinge or the very bottom. I can't remember, but there should be a signature there somewhere on the artwork on the bot. It's usually on the bottom somewhere.
Gotcha. I was looking.
I think it's on the inside. It's kind of hidden. It usually is.
Oh, there it is. You're right. Amy, you're spot on. It's right down there in the corner. If you guys can sort of see it, wraps over right here. I'm not seeing any interest on the kitschy box. $30 if anybody's interested. Again, these don't come around that often in this good of condition. I mean, I've actually passed on some for live sales because I figured the condition was in too bad of shape. But this one is really good for its age. Only second to this was the one that Tina found with its original tag. So I see Ann in at 30. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 31 or more. And it is a fun backdrop. So you can set the backstage for your collection. You can put all the things in the front. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. We're looking for 31 or more. Thank you so much, Ann, for the bid. We'll count it down. We are doing just in case. So, Ann, you might want to use one in case somebody's waiting to put a bid in there at the end. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I think that little ducky is my favorite. Second is the fish. Gosh, just the illustration on so doggone good. There's our bid end. Thank you so much, Ann. Congratulations. It's yours for 30. You're going to love it. It's a good one. All right, Miss Amy.
All right. $12, Jason.
All right.
I'm going to just do this next since I already showed it. I might as well do it next. I'm going to apologize in advance for the glare. So you're getting the frame plus what's in the frame. So the frame itself is, I'm not sure the age of it. I just liked it, and I was actually looking for a specific frame for this postcard. But it is, it's hinged. So you can see that there's a little opening here. All right, you can pop it open just like that. You can change it out, switch it out, put whatever you want in there. It's a 4x6 opening, all right, for the frame. But you're also going to get this antique 4th of July postcard in here. And I'm hoping that maybe I can get it to focus. And I can't get it straight on because the light is just going to get it terrible. But it's this awesome, there we go. I think I got it. Antique 4th of July postcard, which I really don't see 4th of July postcards that often, that aren't just like a flag or, very simple. But this one, I loved all of the things going on in it. All of the dapper fellows and boys that were playing with fireworks and firecrackers and everything in the photo, and just a simple flag here at the bottom. Now, I will tell you that the postcard is used. It dates to 1908, all right? And it is made in Saxony, England, so it's an English postcard. I did pick this up at the Midwest Holiday Show. That video is coming soon. I cannot wait to edit that video. All vintage and antique holidays. So I did pick this up here because I just love the imagery on it. Now, I did pair some gold foil little die cut doilies in the background just to give it a little bit more dimension in the back. But of course, like, you can take this out and switch it out with photographs, other postcards, other pieces of ephemera, whatever you like. And then with the postcards and things, you can still like read it on the back, not with the doilies in the back, but there is some writing on the postcard as well. But I just had to pop it in this frame. All right, so kind of a double thing. You get an ephemera holder for year round and the cool postcard to easily pop into a display right now. All right, so again, the opening for the frame is 4x6 and the postcard dates to 1908. So Stacy's in at 19. We are looking for 20 or more, and we're going to do a countdown now so we can keep it moving. Don't forget those just in cases and final bids. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I have to look for more of these frames. I really like these.
Did a really good job, Amy. It looks really good. All set to go for your vintage 4th of July vignettes.
It would even look cool filled with those, Victorian die cuts in there too. Make a little collage. All right, there's a bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Janine had a just in case of 27. Then Stacy had just in case of 35. MJ had a just in case of 42. But Noelle had a just in case of 101. So Noelle at 43. Congratulations. I can't wait to see what kind of display you're going to do with that brooch and this. Can't wait to see it. Thank you so much.
So good. Wow. It wouldn't be a kitschy, fantastic finds if we didn't have some Holt Howard. So if you guys are looking for your first set of Holt Howard, we're going to start these a little lower. I have a set of the Cozy Kittens in some of the best condition I think I've ever found, starting at $28. Okay. There are no chips. There's minimal crazing. They do have their little noise makers. They do not work. But what I find unique is that when me and Amy were talking about it, they do have their gold sticker. Now, the sculpt of these was created in 1958. So they did make them after 1958. So they would have had the black and silver stickers on, and then the gold one was the next one. Then I think they ended with the red and gold. Hopefully I have that period correct, but maybe you're looking for a set that have the gold sticker, or you're just looking for your first set. And some of the eyes are different in size, depending on when they were made, where they were made. These are the ones with probably the smaller eyes. But for $28, you could get yourself a super good, clean set of the Holt Howard Cozy Kittens, to the point where they even have their original stoppers still. Usually they get little nips here on the bandanas, nips on the ears. They have none. These are super clean. They are not even crazed up like some are, and they have their little noisemakers. Catworm, it is so good to see you, friend. Thank you so much. I miss seeing your name in the chat. It's good to see you, Catworm. He also is in very good condition. A lot of times these were susceptible to get little flea bites on the ears. And again, like I said, on the bandana, these have none. So $29, they're about 4 1/4 inches tall by about 2 inches wide. So again, let me get in here real close so you guys can see if we can cover that up so you can tell that there's minimal to no crazy. So we are looking for 29 or more. They also get, you see often that they get nipped up here on the feet. There's none there. Spin him around. He has his gold little tag here on the back as well. Thank you, Lisa. I see you're 29, so we're looking for 30 or more. Then we have the one with the pink bandana again, and then you can see the little polka dots. Minimal to no crazing. These are even better than the ones I have in our cupboard. So Kim Rianne, I got you. We got you for 30. Thank you so much, Kim Rianne. So we're looking for 31 or more. And again, the only condition issue is that they don't meow. So the noisemakers do not work. So, and sometimes those noisemakers sit in a moist, damp basement. Diana, I see you for 34. We're looking for 35. Those noisemakers sit in like a moist attic or basement, and then they rust up. But these are not rusted. They're really, really clean. So we're looking for 35 or more on the Cozy Kitten Holt Howard kitty cat shakers in superb condition. Let's do a countdown. We're looking for 35 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. These are always the most judgiest cats. Like no matter what you do, they're like, oh no.
I love their eyeshadow. That's my favorite.
I do too. These are some of my favorite.
I have these guys too. They're back there with Miss Priss. Yeah.
They're timeless, but they're still some of my favorites. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. Thank you, Kim, for being our backup. Let me check all this out. So we had a just in case of 40, a just in case of 41. Then we had Lisa in with a just in case of 50, but Catworm had a just in case of 52. So Catworm, the kitty cats are yours for $51. Thank you so much. And thank you all for the bids. Thank you very much.
Okay. Let's see, 28, Jason. I was trying to figure out where my notes were. Okay. If you guys watched my Springfield shopping in the rain video, you might recognize this guy. So I have this darling, and I'd never seen him before, and nor could I really find him. I went down the rabbit hole, if you will, trying to identify a maker for this guy. I couldn't find him. Okay. But he was just the cutest bunny ever. And bunnies are good year round. Dusty Moose can attest to this. Bunnies are good year round, not just for Easter. So I had to get this guy, and he does have a little rubber face. Okay. Based on the tag. Okay. So he has the tiniest. I don't even know if I'm going to get it to focus. Made in Japan, little sticker here on the back of his head. Okay. So I think that he's probably early 50s, is kind of maybe even late 40s. But I think based on the rubber face, I think it's early 50s. Okay. And there is wire armature in the ears. And so you can I would just be careful with any kind of old armature. Just be gentle if you're going to do any kind of bending. You don't want to break it or have it poke through the fabric. Okay. But really nice painting on the face, and does have its original little orange ribbon here. I do believe that's original to it. And we have jointed arms. Okay. So he can kind of pose a little bit for you. I love the lashes that are painted. Little orange cheekies. Here's a little side profile for you. And then he does have jointed legs as well. So he can sit. And there is, I believe, like a very thick piece of cardboard in here. And I did get him to stand because he's very flat-footed. I did get him to stand, but you kind of just have to place him probably to get him to stand just right. But I love how they painted the little feet and the toes on the legs. And he is a squeaker, and I will try and get him to squeak. He doesn't squeak every time, but I will try my best. There is a tiny little bit of wear right here where the sawdust is starting to poke through on the back of that foot. Okay, but overall, really, really nice condition on this. The squeaker mechanism is right in here. Okay, it's kind of crude, and we'll see if we can get it to squeak.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
Yeah, it's not a super loud squeak,
Right.
not like a squeak toy, but he does have a little squeak mechanism. Now, he does measure 12 inches tall, like outstretched like this with the ears fully up. When he's in the seated position, he does measure about 9.5, and then he's about 5 inches wide.
Yes,
okay, so that's the size.
wide.
I loved him. I had to rescue him from the show. I did get him from one of my favorite booths at Springfield. This lady and her husband, they bring amazing stuff every single time to the show. So she has amazing Stife and German dolls, Cupies, Halloween, everything in between. So I was very happy to be able to bring Bunny home with me that day. All right, so I see KB is in at 30. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 31 or more on Mr. Bun Bun, and we're going to do a countdown so we can keep it moving, and we're looking for 31 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It ends. And bunnies work for Christmas too. Just
they do.
So we can all agree on that fact. Yes.
He's definitely Santa's helper, right, William?
Santa's helper bunny.
Yep.
Yeah.
So good. So stinking adorable. I love his goldish yellow, his goldish orange kind of ribbon. It's like copper color.
Yeah. Okay. There's the bid end, the bunny bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. KB did put in just in case of 37, but Mr. William put in just in case of 68. So William, Christmas bunny is coming to you for 38. Thank you so much.
This is true. This is true. All right, guys. I have a choice round. They're going to start at $5 choice. This is a Hallmark series. They did 2 different series like this. They did a storybook, and then this is a little series that they did of Dolls of the Nations. Dolls of the Nation. So I have 4 of these for you to choose from. We'll move through these very quickly. Thank you so much, William. I see you in at 5. These are in very good condition. If y'all are familiar with these, usually the little feathers are missing. Usually they're signed. These are not signed, okay? They're not autographed at all. And they give a little story of the little character which they depict. So our first country, Canada. In respect for the Gillettes, we have the one, the only John. He is the little Royal Canadian Mountie. He is super cute. Here they are 2-sided. They are made by Hallmark. So there he is on the back. And then they do open up so you can stand them. And then they do give a little story about the little fella or lady on it. Now, I have a list of them. And I think they only did 2 or 3 fellas. Most of these are...
There's not very many besides Bobby Shafto and the same kind of that matched the NAPCO storybook series that I know of. Not very many boys, no.
And each one of these roughly, I didn't really count the feather, they're about 6 1/4 tall by about 4 inches wide. So there's no rips or tears, there's no funky smells. And I do have a few others that I'll bring to upcoming sales. So then we have our little girl here from Mexico. She is super cute. Look, she's waving. Hi, Amie. I have my sombrero on. So she's in super good condition. She has her guitar here on the back. Again, the colors are very vibrant. There's no weird basement smells, no issues to them. And then we'll open her. They're actually so new that they creak when you open them because they haven't been opened that often. And her story is there on the inside. So you get her, and there's just a little bit of her feather there, okay? So then I'll move quickly here. We have Miss Brazil. So you have Miss Brazil here represented. She's in super good condition. And she's the one that has the little sequin. Usually if you find these, the sequin's missing. It's kind of not standing out, but she has a little sequin attached right there. Stacy, thank you so much. I see your 8, so we're looking for 9. There, the back, again, is in superb condition. And again, we have a little story. These are made by Hallmark, like I said. You have a little tail, a little story here on the inside, a little history as well. So she still has her little rhinestone pendant. We have France represented right here in very good condition. Again, here is your back. These I don't see that often anymore. These were a big when we were over on Instagram, Amy. The folks found them there, but I haven't seen them, in a good long time.
I haven't found any of those in a great long time. I used to find them all the time, and I just don't see them anymore.
And when I find these, usually somewhere they were in a scrapbook and it's just the front. You don't usually have the front and the back. Thank you so much, Sandra. I see you in for 11. We're looking for 12 or more. So I'll show them to you again very quickly so we can move. I used a lot of time for the die cut. So we have Karen in at 12. So again, you can pick France, and that's how you'll call them and choose them. You'll pick France. You will pick Brazil. You will pick, if you're interested, we got Timmy. Hello, Timmy. It's so good to see you. We got MJ Barron at 14. And you can then pick Mexico. And, Canada. We have Canada represented. That's what I was just going to say, Amy. It's like a little Gavin. It's a little Grady Gruppo right there hanging out. So, again, you guys can pick which one or ones that you want. Let's do a countdown. We are in at 18 with Sandra. And let's do it. 20. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, you'll choose Canada. You will be able to choose France. We have Mexico, Brazil, and then we have Mexico. So there's our bid end. Thank you guys so much. Let me see here. We have Karen in with 20. William had a just in case. I didn't miss any others. So William, sir, 21, you get first choice. So you let me know. You only need Maria. All right. So Maria is yours. Let me find her. She is Mexico. Congratulations, sir. So next up at 20, I might know what Karen wants. I might know, but let me know if you want Canada, if you want France, or if you want Brazil. So we got you, William, and then we will see next in line is Sandra. All right, you got there you go. Congratulations. It's funny when I found those, the Canada one was on the top, and I thought, oh, the Gillettes might want that. So Sandra, you get next choice. Let me know if you want France or if you want Brazil, France or Brazil, and then we'll be back to MJ. And if I'll just wait to hear from Sandra, then I can do the rest in the chat and we'll keep it moving. I don't want to hold us up too long. We'll get Amy going. But Sandra, let me know if you're interested in Brazil and or France. And I'll just wait for your answer. Meanwhile, we'll get Amy over. You let me know what your start price is, Amy.
All right, $50, Jason.
All right, you got it. $50. Okay. Come on. All right, you got Brazil, Sandra. Thank you so much. And then whoever else was in line, please let me know in the chat if you were interested, because we have France remaining. So there you go, Amy. Thank you so much.
Okay. Now, this book is probably the coolest book I have found in several years. Okay. I kind of geeked out when I saw it in person because I've never seen it in person. All right. And it has a higher start, yes, but it actually is worth way more than what I'm starting at. But I'm starting at that because it does have some wear to it. Okay. And I will note some issues to you right off the bat, but then I do want to show you some of the awesome things that are in here. So first off, we have wear at the corner. All right. And this book does date to 1914. Okay. So keep that in mind as we're looking for it. So I don't think that the condition is terrible for it being from 1914. But wear at the corners. Okay, so there are some tears in here that I want to note right away. But, oh my gosh, there's such cool illustrations in here. Okay, so first off, here is the inside. And this is A Year with the Fairies. If you're not familiar with this book, I can't believe that I'm actually holding it in my hand because it's so cool to see it in person. So here we go. And it does, and I'll show you the publication date. Now, down here, there's a little tear, and there's some discolorations. You can see there's a little tear right there, a little bent over spot. There's the copyright of 1914 right here. And it is literally a year of fairies. So we go through each month, each season. There's an illustration and there's a poem that go through each one. And I am going to show you, there is some writing on a lot of the pages. It says like for Mother or for Martha, for Elizabeth. I think maybe this was in a family and they kind of picked out ones that made them think of each other and wrote it on the page. I didn't erase those because I kind of liked that. There is some discoloration through some of the pages. Again, I don't think that that's terrible. Okay, so we're starting out with January. Happy New Year. All right. And again, there's a little tear. There's a couple pages like that have a little tear here and there at the bottom. We've got the snow pixies. So we're going to go through like the seasons. I'm not going to show you everything in here because I do want the new owner to be able to enjoy looking at this. And I certainly did. I looked at every dang page. We've got Groundhog Day. And I'm going to read a few of them to you as we go along. Again, there's, just little tears, but really not terrible. Sometimes books from this era are just literally falling apart. Lady Valentine, check that out. It's the Valentine Pixie. I absolutely love that one. The worst tear, and I'm going to try and get to it real quickly. I do have it marked right here. Morning Glory's Easter Bonnet. Okay, this is the worst tear that's in here, and it's right in the center of the page. It's right there. Do you see that? So it's literally like a tear right there in the center. I feel like if you did put some tape over that, it probably would keep it from tearing worse. But that's the worst issue right there. Seriously. But let's get into some of the other. So here we're into June's visit. And we've got, look at this kind of dapper fellow in the hat that's driving beetles on a flower cart with the fairy riding in the top, the grasshoppers playing the cello there at the bottom. And we're going to get into, there is a Halloween one in here. There's also a Christmas one. I can't believe these. The Insect Orchestra, that one was one of my favorites in here. Look at their little kids in grasshopper attire playing in the band. And what's the next one? Okay, here is another tear I wanted to point out at the top of this page here, going on to the next right there. So that's Moving Day. And then on the other side, this one I really loved, and I'm actually going to read this one to you. So we've got the fairy's telephone. So did you ever follow the silver thread that the spider spins through the air? Did it ever tickle your nose when you ran or tangle itself in your hair? The silver thread is a telephone wire with a tingling bell at the end, and a fairy is there with a spicy black clove at her ear while she talks with her friend. I love that one. Yes. But my absolute favorite one in here, here's Lady Fall. I really liked this one.
It's beautiful.
Gorgeous. And then my favorite, this one's another favorite. We got a mermaid in here. Of course, we have to have a mermaid. I love that. But this one, we do have Halloween.
Beautiful. So good.
The Witch, the Black Cat, everything going on there. Amazing, amazing. And yes, there's a Christmas one in here too. This one, look at that. So now we're getting into wintertime down here at the end of the book. There's even brownies in here. The brownies Thanksgiving turkey.
Gobble, gobble.
The brownies writing on the turkey. All right. But I want to show you Santa, and then we'll count it down. I promise. Where is Santa? Here it is. St. Nicholas and his airplane.
Oh, that's beautiful, Amy.
Do you see Santa back there writing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All the presents and the fairies helping decorate the tree. I love it. All right. So we're going to count it down. Here is the last page. Old Year's Departure there. And then we have the same image at the back. Okay.
Good.
So let's count it down. Delights of Mine's at 76. I love this book so much. I'm glad that you guys do too. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 77 or more. Don't forget those just in cases. Definitely use those because of the lag. We're going to count it down now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I love that so much. I'm so sorry.
The cover alone.
I know the cover is also fantastic. Do you see the little babies, little baby fairies? All right. We're just waiting on Karen's bid end to come in. And there it is. There's the fairy bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. All right. Am I reading that? Okay. MJ had a just in case of 87. Delights of Mine, I don't think that you meant that number. I don't know.
I don't know either. I
think it's supposed to be 175, not 1,175. I don't think so. Yeah, I just want to confirm before we call that 175. Okay, that's what I thought. Just double checking. Okay, so Catherine had a 151, and Delights of Mine had a 175. So Delights of Mine, this is coming to you for 152. Congratulations. It's amazing. Congratulations. I love it so much. I hope you enjoy looking at it. Thank you. Thank you.
It's a gorgeous book. And those books are pretty much one of a kind anymore these days.
I will never see another one. I guarantee it.
All right, guys, we're going to have to cool it off a little bit. We're going to a whole different realm. These are technically new old stock. In the next few upcoming sales, I actually purchased an estate. And in the estate, it was a bunch of wedding gifts that they had received in the 60s and never used. So when I sell each piece, not only will you get the items, but you will get the little wedding card that they tucked in with it. So I have it $15. You're going to get 2 sets of vintage towels, okay? So I had them looking pretty because I hadn't moved them around in the reel, but I had to move them so I can show you what they look like.
So they were never used then?
They were never used. They're still in the original gift box when they were gifted. I will have pillowcases. I will have some more towels coming up. And what you'll get is you will then also get, because they put the card in with each one. So I'm sending the original card with it too. So in essence, you're getting their wedding present. None of the stuff has any funky odors, but I will tell you that it smells because it was stored. So I'm assuming you all are going to wash these. We did not. There are no stains, but there is 1 or 2 slight discolorations, I think, from being in with the tissue paper. So I know when you wash it, you won't have any issues, but there's no stains. There's just 1 or 2 mild little discolorations. So you're going to get 2 bath towels, 2 hand towels, and 2 washcloths, okay? They are all cotton, made in the USA. First of all, here's the wedding card. We won't spend too much time on that, but here it was signed to them. So you get their wedding gift, okay? Here are the 2 washcloths, very clean and super good condition. You can see how hard they are folded. They are in your typical pink, and they are your typical size of washcloths from the 1960s, okay? From what I gather, they got married like in the early 60s. So everything I offer in the upcoming sales will be from probably the early 1960s. Here is your rose hand towel. There's just 1 or 2 little spots. If you can just see it, I'm nitpicking. You see how it's off a little there on the fringe, that discoloration? And they are wrinkled because they've been folded in this box for almost 60 years. So you get both of the rose towels in hand towels. There's roses on those, and they're not like a Canon. They are all cotton, made in the USA. So there is your original tag, crisp and clean. This one doesn't have that discoloration on the fringe. Like I said, I think it was just from years of storage. And you're going to get what we call, the box almost fell. You're going to get 2 of what I call your body towels. So these are your larger towels, And again, they are that great soft cotton of the 50s and 60s.
Vintage towels are the softest towels.
Oh my God. And the more you wash,
as soft. I prefer vintage towels.
And the more you wash them, the softer they get.
Yeah.
You just want to be gentle with them, because if you put them in like a hard tumble, you're going to start to lose some of the color. So, but I can't really tell you that there's any major stains, just one or two slight discolorations, and it's just from years of being stored. So there's no mildew, but they smell like, you know what they smell like? They smell like library. You know, like when the library books are closed up and and I'm nitpicking them. So, but they're not from a smoking house. So there's no issues, no stains. So we're still in at 15 with Kathy. Thank you so much. And you get 2 sets of towels. So you get one of the body towels, you get one of the hand towels, and then you get one of the hand towels. So then there's 2 sets. So there's a hers and hers, a his and his. There's whatever you want to do with them. So that's your one set. And then here is your second set. There's your other hand towel. And then you have your body towel. And then you get the card. You also get the card. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. Again, these are new old stock. They've never been used. I will have other dish towels, body washcloth towels. I'll have some pillowcases, all new old stock, wedding gifts from the early 60s they never used. Let's count it down, 16 or more. We're doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And one of our mods, maybe they'll be so kind to drop my email in there. It's also pinned at the top of the chat. And in between our rounds, it will be up on the screen. So give me a moment, Ann, and I'll unhighlight stuff, and you'll be able to get my email. Thank you, Kathy. The set is yours for 15. And Ann, there is my email. There we go. And Karen has it in there too. Thank you guys so much. Kathy, congrats. All right, Miss Amy.
All right. 16, Jason.
All right.
Okay. So I have another lovely deco lady in the form of a tin tonight. I love the illustration on this one. Now this is, there was a whole series with the same imagery on it, different size tins, much larger tin, a cylinder powder tin, but this is the smaller 5-inch, I believe it's 5-inch. Yes, 5-inch tin, and love the illustration of this flapper girl here on the front. And it is a butte. I'll try and get it to focus. A butte box by Canco there on the back. Minimal wear on it, just some surface scratching on the paint, but this is in really good shape right there in the center. It is a Gloria Swanson and Henry Clive tin there. You can see Henry Clive signature very tiny here, and then Gloria Swanson here across the shoulder there. And it is 1 1/4 inches deep for the tin there, you can see. And it is nice and clean on the inside. I like the wavy. I'm not sure why it's like that, but I really like it. Kind of wavy lines on the inside. I think it was like just the coating on how they put it in there, but it is nice and clean. I don't see any signs of rusting or anything like that in there, but really, really good condition. I love tins like this, especially you could pop this into a little plate rack and pop it into a display like that, or definitely use it to store maybe buttons or sewing notions or hair baubles, anything like that in there. I see Miss Heather, hi Heather, is in at 18. Thank you so much. We are going to count it down, keep it moving since we have some more rounds to get to tonight. So we're going to count it down. Oh, Catherine, you already have this one. I'm not surprised. So we're going to count it down, looking for 19 or more on the lovely lady 10, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. It does look like a spider web. I agree.
We got a bad lag, Amy.
And we do. We always do.
Oh.
Nothing new over here in YouTube land. All right. So I see Heather did put in a just in case of 25, but Melody put in a just in case of 31. So Melody, congratulations. This is yours for 26. Thank you so much.
And Karen G, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender. Thank you so much, Kim Desert Gal, for welcome back. It's good to have you here with us. Welcome back, and thank you for being our backup. Glass lovers, we didn't forget you. I do have a round of glass, and it's going to start at just $20 if anybody's interested. It is a gorgeous piece of Fenton. This is a larger planter. It is their hexagon planter. I actually sold one of these, I think, a year ago with Amy. It was the pink. It was the Rosaline that I had.
Mm-hmm.
This one is in the gorgeous blue satin. I think this is perfect. It kind of fits our theme tonight. It's like a soft blue. There's no chips. There's no cracks. It even has its original Fenton label on it, just $20. It does have the original Fenton label on the bottom. If it wants to show, it is around Fenton here on the bottom. This is probably from the 1970s into the early 1980s. Thank you so much, Noel. I see you in at 20. I think the flower on it is a chrysanthemum. I always say that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the flower that's on it. All the research I did said that's what was on the flower that's on it. I see a gorgeous flower for summertime. I think this would make a great centerpiece. You can actually use this if you want to as a planter, but it is a gorgeous footed vessel, okay? And it's large. Let me give you the measurements on it. It is about 8 1/4 inches wide by about 4 inches tall, okay? And with some of the blue satin underneath a black light, it will give you sort of a purple glow. So if you have a black light display, this will actually glow like almost like a Halloween kind of purple. So these are fun to find, but usually they have chips on the feet because they are larger, heavy piece of Fenton glass. This one does not. This one even has the original sticker with, I think it cost them $12 back in the day. Fenton recommended that they were $12 back in the day. So Daisy Girl's in at 25. Again, they do make this in multiple colors. They do make this in their lime color. They make it into Rosaline. I think they make it in just the custard. And most of it is either a slag or it is in this satin finish. With the satin glass, if it ever gets scuffed, you get a little magic eraser. It comes right off. But this is just a soft, powdery, gorgeous blue. And it's reading true to color on the screen. So we're looking for 26 or more. Let's go ahead and count this piece down. Again, I don't find these vessels all that often. It's a very large planter. It is made by Fenton. It's probably late 70s, early 80s. Counting it down, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, I think this blue is one of my favorite colors. This also does look good in a non-traditional red, white, and blue display. If that's what you want to use it for, it does pair, well with the hobnails, the turquoise. It's just a gorgeous picture. It's a gorgeous color by Fenton. So there is our bid end. Noel had it just in case of 115, so it goes to you, Noel, for $26. Congratulations. All right, Miss Amy.
Hi, Heidi. I saw you pop in the chat down there. Welcome. Okay, 24, Jason.
All right.
I have not had one of these ladies in a long time either. If you guys were at my sale that I had with Pamela Blanchard a couple weeks ago, she actually had one of the leaf fairy dancers, and I have one of the flower fairy dancers tonight, and it's been a long time. Actually, I think the last one that I had was also a leaf, but this one is one of the flower dancers. That's what they're referred to, the flower dancer fairies, and there is a whole series a lot of them, different flowers, different poses, different colors, seasons, and then there's a whole series of leaves. And how you can tell the difference if you run across one of these, the flowers are just flowers. The leaf ones will always have a little hat in some sort of fashion. Okay, so she is actually the Lily of the series. She does date to the 40s, 1940s. She is Acme, Japan, stamped there on the bottom. Amazing series to collect. I love how they're painted, just not kitschy. I don't consider this kitsch at all, just a very stylized figurine. And they all have amazing movement in them for the figurine. Now there's no damage, okay? No chipping, no repairs. I really don't even see any crazing present on her. I'm really trying to be nitpicky here, but I don't see any issue with her. She's in really lovely condition. Sometimes these can get a film developed on them. I've seen that before happen with the face. Her face is nice. She's nice and clean. And there's the sizing for her. So she does measure 4 3/4 inches tall and about 3 1/4 inches wide. These are getting harder and harder to come by. Once in a blue moon, I'll run across one of these, but really they're not easy to find. Yes, they are made by Acme, Japan. Yes, that is very true. Acme, Japan also did some of these guys, the little pixies riding on the bugs and things. They're related to each other. Same era, same manufacturer. I'm not seeing any interest in this one. That's okay. We can bring it back at the recap and we'll get Jason going.
All right, guys. My next round is going to start at $20 and you're going to get both of these. Okay. You're going to get both of these. I'm clicking on 20. Wait.
There's Jana. All right. All right. William's in too. Okay. I forget that the lag is terrible, you guys. I just don't give it enough time. All right. So Jana and William are both at 24. So we're looking for 25 or more. And we're going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That end. Yes, not the same Acme from Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. Not the same. No.
We should go meep instead of bid at.
Meep. Yeah. No. All right, Jana, I see you. Just in case, there is Karen's flower bid end. So Jana, with your just in case, you didn't need it because you were the first 24. So congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. My next round is going to start at just $20. A lot of work went into these, but these are little plastic babies. They are made by Ideal, and I will show you. You're going to get the couple. They have these little they're little knitted clothing on them, and they are, we lost the hat. We got a hat down. Let me get it here. They have the sleepy eyes. So they do have the sleepy eyes, and they are jointed. Let me grab the hat here. So let's start with the little girl because not only are these greatly detailed and they are in like new condition, the fabric is super clean. They even gave them little pearl buttons here on the back. So if I show you here, you can see that each one of them is made by Ideal. They are jointed, so they will sit. So you can, move their feet and they will sit down. They are the sleepy-eyed ones, but it's kind of hard for me to show you that the eyes do close. So they will close when they do sit back. And each one has a cute little knitted cap. It's not going to be on choice. It's going to be on the set. So for $20, you will get the little girl. She has this cute little green dress. She even has her little booties. Do you know how much time went in to make these? My grandmother used to do that for these dolls. This wasn't just something they whipped up in an afternoon. So here you'll get what they dressed as the little boy. He's super cute. He's got his little onesie on, his little overalls. He's got his little shoes on, and he's made by Ideal as well. So these are the little plastic dolls. So for $20, you're not only getting the little plastic Ideal sleepy-eyed dolls, you're also getting the little crocheted outfits on them. So, and these little green outfits are great for your summer decor. They're great to pop into a holiday. Maybe you want to save them for St. Patrick's Day. They would look super cute then. They even gave him some little pearls on the back here as little buttons, as you guys can see. When they're standing, let me find my notes. When they're standing, they are, how tall are they? Oh, they're about 8 inches tall. So they're about 8 inches tall. So, and again, you can see they have these cute little hands and the arms are movable. They are Jack and Jill. You're exactly right, Karen. So you could get your very own Jack and Jill. He could do the Macarena if you wanted to. Hey, Macarena, if you want to. So, but he could turn into like Superman. I'm Superman, but these guys are super cute and they're going to look fun in any of your displays. If you guys collect little baby dolls, which I know a lot of you guys do in the community, these little guys, look at their little knobby knees. I love their eyes too. And I got to tell you guys, these are like brand new. Sometimes you find these, they're scuffed up, some paint's missing. Whomever had these took super good care of them. So there he is again. Let me sit him down. And you could take their little hats off if you want to. She has her little sun bonnet on. And again, they are made by the Ideal Company. So again, gosh, at Mother Tucker's, these would be a lot more than $20. Thank you, Noelle. I see you in at 20. And we're not doing choice for the 20. You are going to get them both. So they are really, really fun. Like Karen said, they are little Jack and Jill. They're just fun. And they are jointed, so he can sit down. So can she. He's like, whoa, where am I? What's going on? Oh, hello. And they are the sleepy time eyes. So they're not showing too well. And I also love how they have side eye. So they're always like, what's going on over there? What's going on over there? So, okay. So let's go. I'll play with my dolls later when I'm off screen. Thank you so much, Noelle, for the 20. Let's do a countdown, 21 or more if anyone else is interested. Super clean and really good condition with the little crocheted outfits. He's got the onesie. She's got the little dress. Both of them. Oh, buddy, I hit you in the head. That was child abuse. Calm down. So we're looking for 21 or more. Let's go ahead and do it. Do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I hit the poor guy in the head. Hello, Nan. It's so good to see you. Hopefully you are well. So fun to see you in the chat. Good to see you, Nan. I see you're just in case, Noelle. Thank you so much. There's the bid end, Noelle. Congratulations. I can't wait to see what you do with them in an upcoming display. All right, Miss Amy.
All right, 16, Jason. And hi, Nan. How you doing, lady? Good to see you. Okay. So there's no glass in here. All right. And I was okay with that because the picture in here was just absolutely amazing. Now I can tell you a little bit about this artwork, and it is, it's like a piece. So it's a thinner piece of paper. Okay. Is the best that I can describe it to you. And the fairy artwork it's actually called The Fountain of Love, is this whole artwork piece. And it is by Sanya, Tsanya, and it does date to the 1920s. I do believe that this is the original frame that it would have come in. It's just very simple. Nails holding the little piece of cardboard here in the back. Probably this was, added later to help it hang there on the back. You definitely could probably either get a new frame for it. I don't hate it that it doesn't have the glass in here. It makes it a little bit easier and lighter to ship. But I will actually, I will add some extra cardboard in here to prevent any kind of bending. But I did want to note, and I knew this when I bought it, there's a little tiny tear right here. Not super noticeable. And then there is a tiny little one right there. Perhaps maybe the glass broke and maybe cut the paper at one point in its life. The lady that I purchased this from at Elkhorn, she said that it hung in her bedroom for 30 years. So I don't know. She said it never had glass when I had it either. So who knows how long ago maybe the glass broke in it and she just kept it. But it's fantastic, especially if you love the deco fairy illustrations. The colors in this are very nice and vibrant. The background is black. It is showing maybe a little more blue on camera, but it is a black background and just amazing colors in here. So the frame itself, it does measure 6 3/4 by 8 3/4. So that's the sizing there. I would say, you know, you could easily find a thin piece of plexiglass probably to cut to put in here. There is room for you to kind of maneuver the nails on the back to slip something a little bit thicker in there, just to help to protect the image. All right. So I see Dewberry Fairy is in at 25. So is Anne. And Big Paw is also in at 25. So we are looking for 26 or more on the fairy art. And I will say that the lag is pretty bad, you guys. So don't wait to put any kind of final bids or just in cases in there. I did see the chat just came in a big cluster. So Melody's in at 26 and jumped it up to 30. So we're looking for 31 or more. I'm going to count it down now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hey, Miss Whittle One, I'm reading your comment. What kind of smell are we talking about? Because I might have some things that you could try. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Melody did have it just in case of 51. Both Dewberry and Anne both had just in cases of 63. In the event of a tie, we go by who we see first in StreamYard, and that is Dewberry. So congratulations, Dewberry. This is yours for 63. I love it. We would love to see where you hang this if you want to send a photo into Fantastic Finds. Thank you so much.
So good. All right, guys, we're going to keep it rolling. $28, and I have what I believe is a Deco era, but it's a throwback to the Victorian era dresser jar, okay? It's in superb condition. Everywhere I researched it said it was brass. I believe that it probably is metal with a brass tone to it, okay? Everything is intact except inside here there would have probably been a glass insert, okay? So I believe the glass insert's missing, which is good for you because it'll be lighter for shipping. It does have its original mirror, and this mirror is heavy. This piece is old. It is metal, and it has a gorgeous depiction here in the middle of what I believe is a colonial courting lady. It's celluloid. You can see if I can get the light to catch it. This is a celluloid insert, okay? It has a little bit, not cracking in a bad way, but it has like veins in it, which leads me to believe it's a celluloid insert. They did use this same picture of this colonial woman in a lot of different other pieces. So you will find it in other eras that it was used, although I do believe this one is from the 1930s, okay? So it's a gorgeous metal. Look at that work here on the side. That is just a beautiful piece. It's going to go lovely with a lot of things that we offered up tonight. It's going to look great on your dresser or as a little trinket box. It is marked here on the back. It is made in the good old US of A by a company or the abbreviations of PNCW. I've been able to find that they made a lot of metal work, okay? That celluloid insert is in superb condition. Some of the other examples I found were discolored and not as good of condition. So this would make a great piece for you to put on your dresser. It would be great to put next to your nightstand. You could hold all sorts of things in it. And it's a gorgeous metal, we'll just call it metal box with great detail, okay? The dimensions on it, it comes in roughly at about 4.5 inches in diameter. So it's about 4.5 inches, as you can see. You could take the top off and just use that in your display if you wanted to. And again, you have a very heavy, very old mirror that goes with that. So that would be a great little vanity if you guys were putting on your makeup or wanted to check some of your jewelry. Again, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. If you do research on this, you'll see that my start price depicts the missing glass. If it had the glass insert, this would be an $80 piece all day. But since it doesn't have the glass insert, like I said, it helps save you on shipping. So it's about 1.5 inches tall. And honestly, I don't think that's a deal breaker that it doesn't have the glass insert. So again, this center part here is celluloid. It is a transfer, There might be a little bit of hand painting on it, but it is a transfer because it is a print. This was a print that was used in a lot of other pieces. They've always called her a colonial courting lady. Look how rich the pinks are in those roses. Look at the great detail in her hair, her face. She's almost like a very like early like pinup, very like maybe, I don't want to say Gibson, but she's a very Victorian colonial lady. It's a gorgeous piece. It has great patina to it. It's going to look good in your Victorian displays, or if you guys do like a deco revival kind of feel to it. Look at that scroll work. Very 3D, no issues to the metal at all. There's no dings on it, no dents. Again, that's celluloid in there, which amazes me that there's no gouges.
Right, because it's in that condition without the glass.
It is. It is.
So that gets easily cracked and
absolutely. And if I can tilt it a little bit, you'll get to see the texture in it, the design of it. And again, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. It's going to look good on your vanity. You could use the base as a riser if you wanted to. And then what you could do is you could take this front part, you could use that, put that in a frame, and you could flip that over and you could use that as a riser on your stand if you want to. I know that the design is upside down, but this is, and thank you, Tracy. It is an amazing piece. And again, if you do look up the colonial courting lady, you will see that they use that in a lot of different pieces, but this is from the 1930s. And again, let me see if I can show you up close here. There you can see the maker, and it is made in the good old US of A, and it is a company or the initials. I could not figure it out. Everybody who called this, they just went with the initials. So it's PNCW. It's PNCW. So give it another minute for the lag. Oh, and the mirror's in superb condition. A lot of mirrors from this era, they do start to like discolor, have some issues. There are no issues at all with this. This is beautiful, just that by itself. Look at all that great detail. She is just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece that you could add to your vanity. You could use it as a little jewelry box. You could use it as a gift box. $28 if anybody's interested. And again, if you guys do research, you're going to see that this is a great value for you guys if it's something that you would be interested in. So I don't see any interest. We'll bring her back during the recap. If you guys do some research, you're going to see the $28. I got it at a very good price. We actually found this in New Jersey on our way home at an antique mall. I don't think they knew what they had, and I was very happy to find it, to offer it to you guys. So 28, and I can bring this back during the recap. Again, the only thing missing is it's missing the glass insert, which I don't think is a deal breaker. So, all right, Amy.
All right, 16, Jason.
All right.
Okay, I do have another book this evening, and this is also an antique book, and I had one of these a few weeks ago. It was the Betty Fairy book, same illustrator for this one, and this one is the polar bear at the zoo, and really, really cute illustrations. And again, you know, these books, they get a little wear at the corners, at the binding, very typical for these, although I have seen these in just crap condition, like literally falling apart. So this is a Margaret Evans Price book, and it does date to 1917. I love the illustrations in these books. I try and find them in good shape. Most of the time I see them and they're not, but this one is pretty good. So there are bicolor plates, pages in here, and then there's also full color as well. But super, super sweet illustrations in this one. So it does talk about the little polar bear. So really, I had not seen this one in person before, so I was happy to come across it. So there you can see the red and blue ink pages, and there is a little separation there in the middle. It's probably from the staples over time. The Gentle Hum of His Airship Pranks is the title of that one, with the little airplane in the window. I love that one too. Dancing with the polar bear on the iceberg, really cute. I'll just show you a few more of the illustrations in here, and then we'll count it down and keep it moving. I also really like that one too, with the sun rays there. I'm not sure if the polar bear is really happy about having the kid right on the back there. And I apologize for Maisie if you're hearing her bark right now. I don't know.
She doesn't like polar bears. She doesn't like
polar bears.
That's
apparently.
the problem.
All right, I'm gonna count it down so we can get the dog quiet. So we're looking for 17 or more. MJ's in at 16. Measurement for it. It is an oversized book. It is, I believe it's 15 by 7 3/4. Okay, we're gonna count it down. Maisie's gonna count with me. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
She's like, you ain't bringing no polar bear book up in my house and be
Our house was built in the 1920s and it's got big ceilings, and so anything downstairs, it just echoes up here terrible. So I apologize, but I guess she's barked out. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Kitschy Corner, I see you're 18, but MJ did put in a just in case at 23. So MJ, congratulations. This is yours for 19. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. I have a kitschy little figurine, and I do believe that she's left in. She doesn't have her sticker on her anymore, but because of the flowers, I've sold pieces with the flowers. I think one of the flowers has a little nip on it, but these are really fun, these umbrella girls.
I love those.
I do believe that she would have had a medal. When I got her, she had a little flower tucked in her hand. I was like, wait a minute.
It's kind of like a coated metal wire.
I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I went and I got myself a nice little dowel rod and I popped it in, and now it looks like a true umbrella with a little wooden handle. So $20 if anybody's interested in adopting this cute little girl in her little pink polka dot dress with these little applied flowers. I believe, if my camera wants to focus, maybe one or two of this one right here might have one or two little nips off. But the fact that that is it, I've never had the pleasure of offering one of these before. A lot of this sculpt is a little harder to find. Cute little umbrella girl. She has a gorgeous long basket. She's going to look good in all of your displays, especially if you guys are into pink, polka dot, maybe 1950s kind of things. And again, I do believe she's made by Lefton. So just $20.
She is.
Is she? Okay, because she does not have a sticker on anymore. But again, with that numbering on the bottom and those flowers, I do believe in the eyes that, and Amie said she is Lefton. For $20, if anybody's interested, she measures 5 inches tall. She's 5 inches tall. She's about 4 inches wide. Okay, so she is just really, really cute in superb condition. Again, she has all those little flowers. I sold a Valentine's Day girl, and she had like a big bow, and she was in yellow. I think she was about the same size as her. So she's just this darling cute.
I've never found the pink one before. I've actually had the same one in blue.
Got you. And if you guys love your pinks, I think she'd be really, really cute. And look, you can see how big her dress is with her bustling underneath there. Again, a lot of times when you have these girls with the dresses, sometimes they do get little nips down here on the bottom. She's in superb condition. She doesn't even have crazing. The only two things I can tell you is that her little metal rod that fit in there is missing. So there's actually a little hole here. That's where it would have fit in. So I just popped a little dowel rod in there that fit. And it was actually one that actually speared off with a tip. So I think it looks pretty good. And if you want to darken that, you can. But I kind of like the way it looks. And then I think there's one or two little nips on those flowers. I think almost any time you find these, there's always a nip on them. So one more time, she is about 5 inches tall, 4 inches across. We're in at 20 with Daisy Girl. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 21 or more. If anyone's interested, please pop a bid in. She's in good condition except for those two things, but that's just part of her being vintage. So 21 or more, let's count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 21 or more. The bid end from Karen G. Thank you so much, Daisy Girl. I think she's a cutie. She's got a little blue eye, little blue added in there. Just a little darling girl. There's our bid end. Thank you so much. So Daisy girl, I'm going to pretend there's daisies in her basket. Congratulations. She's all yours. All right, Amy.
All right, $8, Jason.
Okie doke.
Okay. I have this pretty cool, I don't know. I like tally cards. I like tally card books. They're a great piece of ephemera. So I have this one tonight, and this is a booklet style one as opposed to the little tie on or the little tally cards that have the little kind of tassels attached. But this is actually a tally card book, and I really loved the illustration on this one with the fancy lady and all of the pretty flowers. And there is some kind of gold ink accents on the front here. And it says, I could love thee, friend, so much. Loved I not honors more. And here's the back. So it's just kind of plain on the back. But it is a book style. And I was trying to count all the pages that are in here. I can't, it doesn't say how many were originally in here. Okay, but it kind of tells you how to keep score for bridge here on the side. And there are the tally sheets. And these are great for paper crafting or junk journaling, whatever. With these, but tally cards, I can tell you, are very collectible. Especially these book style ones don't come around very often. Now, as best to my ability, I did count 21 pages were here. I don't really know. It doesn't say how many were originally in here, but that is how many I counted. There is a slight bend right here at the top. So that's kind of the lady's head kind of thing. You can't really see it from the front so much. You can see it a little bit more from the inside, but great to display as well for the imagery. Or, you know, if you still play bridge, I've never played bridge. I've always wanted to learn how to play that. I know there's still bridge parties. You can still buy bridge tally cards like in the gift stores right now. I have seen them. It does measure 6 1/4 by about 3 1/2 to the top there. But I really liked that one.
I love the color of her dress.
I do too. It is like pinky purple, like definitely a lavender. So this booklet here, I probably would date it probably like 30s. 1930s is where I would put this. Maybe a touch into the 40s, but I don't think much later than that, based on the style of the illustration. But I'm not seeing any interest on that. That is okay. We'll bring it back. The recap.
All right, guys, $14, and you're going to get both of these. So this is kind of like my jewelry for the evening, okay? I have some of these buckles, all right? These are Victorian era. They're in very good condition. They are a pot metal, and you can see that they are multicolored, okay? All of the rhinestones are there. With the research we did, I know folks might say, oh, those are shoe buckles. We believe these are Victorian and they're universal. They're not necessarily shoe buckles because usually the shoe buckles would have a lot more opening to show the shoe, okay? Although they could probably be used for that, okay? We believe that these would be for a sash or these could be used as a belt. So you might, use both of them. You can even use them by today's standards. You can use it kind of to use it if you put a handkerchief around your collar.
A scarf.
So they have multi-uses if you want to. And the fact that we have 2 of them and then none of these rhinestones are missing is amazing. Again, we found these down in South Jersey. They're in very good condition. They are Victorian era. They are not stamped France. If they were stamped France, they'd be the upper part. I believe that these are probably more USA. They could even be Czech because Czech didn't always sign these, okay? So these are either US or Czech. Look at all those multicolors. For being Victorian, to have these greens, blues, oranges, all that in there is amazing. Now, practical uses for today. These would make great tiebacks. If you had thinner curtains or sheer curtains, you wanted to use them for something, you could use these as tiebacks. You could actually use these on your shoes as shoe buckles, as shoe clips if you wanted to. Or I could see you guys using this, maybe as you go out, if you want to go ahead. And Tina did find these. Again, sometimes I think it's hard for a man to offer up the jewelry. But again, these are Tina's pick for the evening. So look at the multicolor. I mean, this is something you normally don't see. Usually when you see these, it's very ornate.
And the
Gilded
fact
sort of.
that there's no missing rhinestones in all of those is
No,
crazy.
I have looked and looked and looked, and if I missed one, then I need my eyes checked. Like y'all can see, I don't see that there's any
That's a lot of
missing.
rhinestones.
And if there is, it would just be one, and my eye didn't even catch it. So we looked and we looked and we looked. I mean, I don't know that I see any that, and if there is, it would just be one missing somewhere on it. So Karen, thank you so much. I see you in at 14. Thank you. So yes, well, hey, QVC's right down the block from me. But again, these could be used for all sorts of purposes. You can actually repurpose them if you want to as another piece of jewelry. I just thought they might actually look nice just displayed. Just kind of lay them over top of each other. They're actually with the little clip. I mean, we find uses to decorate our ephemera all the time. You could lay these on the corner of on a postcard if you want to. And again, we'll do a countdown, but they are just about 3 inches long. So they're about 3 inches long. And I don't see any missing. And if I do, it looks like it was a small closing.
This is for both of these, Jason?
Yes, it's not choice. You get them both. And if there's any missing, it looks like it was a small closing anyway that didn't house one. But these are tiny, tiny little rhinestones. Yeah. I should say the majority of them are all there, okay? So let's go ahead and do a countdown. We have Karen in at 14. The fact that these are probably easily 100 years old and they're in this condition still amazes me. So these are, again, these are buckles. Most people want to call them shoe buckles. We don't think they are, because if they were shoe buckles, there'd be more opening to show the shoe. We believe that these would be for a sash or on a belt buckle. You would use them for that. So sorry, guys. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 15 or more. And there might, as I look, I'm nitpicking, there might be one missing. But 99.9% of them are all there. And it still looks beautiful. So there is our bid end. Thank you so much, Desert Gal. And then we have Miss Karen G in at 14. Congratulations. They're both yours. You're going to do something wonderful with them, Karen. Thank you so much.
All right. I did do a little crafting for this next item. It's going to start at 24, Jason. Okay. So I have another large bisque lady. And she had silver hair, and she was naked. Okay. Truth be told, she was naked as a jaybird when I found her, and I was like, she needs some help. Okay. So I saw her silver hair, and I usually don't see the silver hair ones. If I do, they're the really small ones. So I immediately thought, like, she needs to be a 4th of July girl. So I did have this red dress, just in my crafty bits. And I added a little blue millinery flower to her dress. I have also added a vintage millinery bow. This came from the Lansing Doll Show, actually, to the back of the dress. You can see she's a made in Japan. She does have jointed hands. Okay. Now this is not permanently attached on here. And the reason I did this, she did have a tiny little chip out of her thumb. Okay. It is just wired on here, so you can take that off. She doesn't have to be a 4th of July girl for her entire life. But I had this vintage, this is a vintage like Christmas package tie-on. I thought it looked like a firework. And then this is actually a vintage cupcake pick that I had that says July 4th. It's a little firecracker. So it is just kind of wired around her wrist. It can come off, of course. But there's no other chipping or anything. I love her silver hair. It's like, it's everything. I love it so much. And she is very flat-footed, so she will stand on her own, of course. And we'll just do a little peeky. There's a little bun shot there in the back, but she is a made in Japan. Made in Japan. Her paint is really good for her hair and for her face. You can see her little eyelashes and her little heart mouth. I love when they paint them that way. And she is larger. She is 7 1/4 inches tall by about 4 inches wide. Okay. So easy to pop into a display, but she doesn't have to be 4th of July for forever. That can definitely come off of there. And you can change it out, and she can just be a little girl in a sundress. All right. So we're going to count it down. I see Blueberry Barn. Hello and welcome. Is in at 24. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 25 or more. I am going to count it down. And we do have 2 more rounds after this one. And then we're going to get to your guys' recap and fantastic finds. Okay. So Dana just popped in there at the bottom with a 26. So we're looking for 27 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I love her, Amie. I love her silver hair.
I love the silver hair. Yeah. I just don't ever see these.
So good. Gosh, I love these.
All right. There's the bid end in from Karen. Thank you so much. So Dana had the high bid at 26. Blueberry Barn did put in a just in case of 30. So Blueberry Barn is going to take her for 27. Thank you so very much.
All right. Right before the sale, as I was checking everything, I miscounted. So I missed one of my rounds. So I grabbed these, and I think these will fit, and they can be good for 4th of July, and they're going to be $12 choice. So little mica angel ladies, usually when they have this much glitter on them, they're usually shiny bright. Okay. They're usually older shiny bright. So they're going to be $12 choice with the white trees. These could be your little Lady Liberties for your 4th of July displays. And they're in very good condition. There might be a little bit of cardboard missing. Sorry, William. I miscounted, and I got these the other day, and I was like, you know what? I've used these in my 4th of July displays. I've kind of taken the tree out and put something else in, but they're in very good condition. So $12. Thank you so much, William. We're looking for 13 or more. They measure 2 inches tall. They are stamped made in Japan on the bottom. They're little cone dolls. Their little spun faces are in very good condition. A lot of times the little paper halos are missing or the wings have issues, but they're in very good condition. So if you want to make these more 4th of July and you trust yourself, you can take the little tree out if you want to, and you could pop something else in there. So then here on the back, you can see most of the wings are still there intact, and they pop in that little slot, but they're in very good condition, and they do have their halos. Her halo's a little off to the side, and there is a little hole there because these would have been little ornaments. So Catworm's in at 13. Thank you so much. And again, you cannot beat that glitter. These are some of my favorite spun head angels. And then this one here is your turquoise colored one, very silvery blue. She's in good condition. Her wings are intact, but they curled around a little bit, and maybe the tip of hers is missing. So,
Jason, this is making me really excited for Christmas in July.
Me too. Me too. We're setting the table, Amie. We're setting the table.
Man.
We're setting the table. I think I could sit and sell Christmas year round. I love it so much. Like, honest to God. So we are in at 13. We're looking for 14 or more, and they are the little spun head. Usually these ones were made by Jewel Bright. I don't have that to prove, but I've sold them enough to know that these are usually the higher ended Jewel Bright ones. Do you know the maker of these? Yes, Janine. They would. I'm almost 100%, almost, that these are the Jewel Bright version of these, because Jewel Bright they were like the Cadillac for these little ones. They were the upper crest ones. So the cardboard was a little thicker. The bottle brush trees were a little better. The glitter was a little better. So I'm almost 100% these are made by Jewel Bright, which makes them more than your typical spun head angels. So again, you'll choose blue or red. They are very pretty. So let's go ahead and do a countdown on them. 14 or more, you can take 1 or 2, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you so much, Melanie. And guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Me and Amie love doing this. We love our fantastic finds. And thank you guys. We appreciate you all so much. So we're just waiting on that bid end from Karen G. I see William had a with the just in case, and Catworm was in at 13. William, my friend, you get choice at $14. So at $14, let me know which ones you wanted, blue one or the red one. Did you want both? And you get first choice at 14. I have a feeling I know which ones you want, but I will just wait to see the chat. And again, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Man, we got a gnarly lag here tonight. So,
Yeah, we do.
William, just let me know if you want one or two. Catworm can pick the one that she wanted. So, okay. So then at William's bid, Catworm, if you're all right at the 14, which is what William's bid was, Catworm, you let me know at 14. I think that's the best way to do it since William's turning one of his choices over. Catworm, if you're all right at the 14, you pick which one you want. You can pick one. I'm afraid, William, she may have wanted both, but we'll ride this out here for a moment. So let me know, Catworm, if you were interested. Sweet, you want the blue one? Okay. All right. That one is yours. Thank you so much. And I hope you're all right at 14, Catworm. So, William, the red one is yours, my friend. Such a great community that we share the vintage. Thank you guys so much. It doesn't happen many places. Thank you, guys.
Brad, Jason, I haven't picked exactly what Wednesday we're going to do Christmas in July, but we'll figure it out. We'll let you know soon because we only have, 3 weeks until the first week of July? So
Maybe Wednesdays.
Well, we might have multiple, but I will say we'll have at least one, Jason and I. I have several lined up, and I can say Barb of Winking Owl Antiques is one, Misty is one. I have maybe a couple more in the works as well for Christmas. So we love July around these parts. So there definitely will be a lot of Christmas to go around for sure. All right, 16, Jason.
All right.
Okay. Now, I have never found these teeny tiny little Nancy Anns, and these are twins. Look how cute they are. Now, these do date to the 40s. These are the composite ones. They're just itty bitty. I can say like the regular Nancy Ann storybook dolls are usually around 6 inches. These guys are 4.5 inches, and you're going to get them both. They have lived their life together, so they're coming together. So there's a little girl and there's a little boy, and these are definitely their original outfits. They do have snaps on the back. They are both stamped Nancy Ann on the back of them. So I'm going to show you each one. They're so stinking cute. So this is the boy with his little fancy pants, little suit there, and they're on the back. It does tie, and there's a little button on the pants. And instead of black shoes, we have white painted shoes. Now, these are not jointed at the legs, just at the arms, and the head doesn't move either. Okay, so that's the boy. And Miss Gutierrez, I see you at 16. Thank you so much. And then this is the little girl, super sweet. So she's got little flocked millinery flower on her lacy dress. And if you pull up the lace, now I will say that the lace is starting to tatter a little bit. I usually don't pick them up if they're doing that, but they were so cute. I just couldn't leave them behind. But there's little rosebuds underneath her little dress. There's her millinery, and then she's got a little millinery flower hat that is tied on her head. Again, she's got the little movable arms, white shoes, and then little pantaloons. I'm not sure why that safety pin is there. It's not really holding anything together. It's just there, so I left it. And there's the back with the little snap on the dress, and then you can see she's got her little under breeches on under there, and just 4.5 inches. They're so cute, little babes. I've never found any of this small before. There's actually like actual baby Nancy Anns, and they're like I don't know, about that big. So I've seen some at the doll shows, but I haven't ever picked any up. All right, so you're getting the pair. Nancy's in at 17. Thank you so much. I think they probably are the flower girl and the ring bearer. I agree with you. But they're not. I think that they're twins on how they are dressed and how their faces are and everything else. So I think that you're right, Kim. I think they do probably go to the wedding series. I didn't do much research on these this time to try and identify them. I just thought that they were cute and they fit the theme of stuff that I was bringing tonight. So we're going to count these down. We're looking for 18 or more on the pair, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Gosh, I love their hair, Amy. I love the hair on them.
So cute.
He looks like he's got a comb over, though. He's like...
He kind of does. Yeah, he kind of, yeah.
But I'm here for it.
All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So Miss Whittle One had a 18, Noella 20, Nancy had a just in case of 21, but Miss Gutierrez had a just in case of 35. So Debbie, these are coming to you for 22. I know they will have lots of friends. And Noelle, your 23 did come in after the bid end. Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you. And we have one more round, you guys.
I have 2. Amy has 1.
Well, yes, because you guys made me go first, Jason.
They're going to be like, Amy keeps giving the wrong count, and Jason's taking advantage and doing more than he should. So $10 choice, and I have choice on these hand-blown glass hat pins, okay? I don't know how old they are. I can tell you that they are glass. They are very unique. The diamond one is actually a red iridescent. Hopefully that's reading true to color. I've tried to get the black light on it. I don't think there's cadmium in them. So your first choice is going to be the one, and it has the metal bead in the center, and of course has metal on the top. And then your other choice is going to be this almost marbleized root beer ones that are round. And then it has this kind of like it has a little bit of white in the center of the clear bead. So these are very unique. They're really fun. I know that we have folks that love hat pins. I don't know how old they are. I don't know if they were, made in the mid-century. I don't think they're too new, but I'm not safe enough to say that I think they're Victorian era. So they're just $10. You don't often find glass bead hat pins that are like this. When I was researching online,
the very end look like? Is it kind of, it's a little like flower on the end.
Yeah. I mean, they do look very period correct. So they do look very Victorian era. I do know that there was a big resurgence in Victorian in the 1970s. All I can tell you is if you guys love to collect hat pins, and they're only $10 each, they measure 7 inches long. These are very, very unique. And these are like in a diamond effect here. Here, it's getting faded out because it wants to focus on me. So this one is your first choice. And these are carnival. This is like a carnival glass. So you can see it's got a gorgeous ruby red, and it has iridescence on it. Again, really fun. They are glass. Look at those tips. These would be super fun if you guys coming through. If you guys like to put these in your displays, if you want to use these. And at $10, that is glass, and they're hand blown. They're like the little beads. So that was your first choice. And your second choice is this root beer. I'm going to call it root beer because it isn't quite amber. It's that great root beer color glass. And I think these would just be fun to decorate with. They would be great to actually use. I mean, you're going to have a nice weight to there. So if you actually want to use it as a hat pin, again, they're in good condition with no chips or cracks. Thank you so much, Terry. I see you in at 10. Terry Tucker, we got the Terry's at it. Terry Tucker, you are in at, yes, Robin, these are hat pins. The only thing I'm not going to do is I can't tell you the era of them. I can tell you that they do have Victorian era feels about them, but I'm just not confident enough to know how old they are. Just because the metal looks newer doesn't mean they are. But I can tell you that they are very high quality. That glass is very heavy on the end, and the beadwork mixed in there, holding them together, is metal. So it's not, it's not like some 1990s kind of hat pin. So, and they do measure from tip to bottom. They come in at 7 inches long. So we'll pick either brown or red. And again, one more time, these are glass. The center is a metal bead, and these are carnival, so they do have an iridescence to them. And then these are kind of like a marbleized, and they're like a root beer color. So let's do a countdown. It will be on choice. We're in at 12, looking for 13, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Terry Tucker is in at 12. We're looking for 13 or more. Oh no, I will never forget. For Bill, Amie, and say it.
William says we say peonies weird.
Peonies?
Peonies.
Well, yes.
Flower.
I think it's also the way I said it. Everybody thought I said.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah.
Undergarment.
Yeah, let's not forget that.
Let's not forget. All right. Terry Tucker had a just in case of 15, but Terry Valenti had a just in case of 20. So at 16, Terry Valenti, you get first choice. It'll be red or brown. I'll try to make it easier for you guys to type red or brown. You can take both if you're interested. And then Terry Tucker will have backup. So my chat's moving. So Terry Valenti at 16, you'll have choice on the red or the brown. They're both yours. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Amie. Choo-choo.
Yeah, I know. No, Leslie, the train crossing is literally like 4 blocks from my house. Is StreamYard acting up again?
Yes, it's acting up again. So I'm going to make you big and I'm going to disappear. First, I'm going to get your bid up for you and then I'll disappear.
And I'm not sure what this is actually one of my grandmother's rings. It's bright turquoise. I think it's just glass. I think it's faceted glass. I don't think it's actually like some sort of precious stone. But it's my favorite ring. So
gorgeous.
$8 is my last round here.
Okay. And I'll be right back. I'll be right back in a moment.
Okay.
There you go. Goodbye. I'll be back.
Okay. Bye. Okay. So this is my last round and hopefully she'll focus so we can see her cute little face. So this is an antique shaving mug. Here we go. And I really liked her. She's a little flower girl, a little anthropomorphic little flower girl. So I think it's a violet for the flower. And then we've got the cute little girl there in the center. Oh, good. We got it working again.
Yep.
And it is, I mean, truth be told, like you could totally drink your coffee out of here. It's a nice, good size mug. I have seen this mug before and it has the mustache, like a mustache cup in it, but this one doesn't have it. It's just a nice mug. I'm not really seeing any chipping or anything. It's in really lovely condition. Now the image is only on one side, so it's just plain white. And I really like the handle on it as well. It, if you're a coffee cup person, coffee cups like just have to feel good in your hand. This one it feels really good because it's got the little notch where your finger can rest in there. But good imagery on here. Not really. This right here, it's not a scratch or anything that I'm feeling. I just feel like the image didn't transfer quite all the way right there where that white spot is. But her face is nice and clear. Really good condition on the mug. Measurement for it is 3.5 by 4 1/4. And it is a shaving cup. A little, I don't know. Usually shaving cups are not this kind of frou-frou, but I really liked it. And it definitely, I mean, some of the vintage coffee cups would never hold enough coffee for me, especially like the Pyrex ones and the Glass Bake. The Fire King mugs are tiny. This is a good chonky mug for sure. Would fit a lot of coffee or tea perhaps in there. I just really liked it. So I usually don't pick up this kind of thing, but I did really like her for sure. But I'm going to bring it back at the recap. And we'll have Jason do his last round, and then we'll do our recap, and then we'll do our fantastic finds.
You got it. And folks, so sorry for any technical issues. It's out of my hands with StreamYard. You got an 8. Hang on here.
Jana. All right. Lag. All right, Jana, I see you in at 8. Thank you so much. We're looking for 9 or more. I can't count anymore. We're looking for 9 or more. I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I did find that there's a whole series of these little different flowers with little girl faces. There's a whole series of these.
I love that. And you don't see a lot of these mugs with little girl depictions on them.
All right, Jana, congratulations. It's yours. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys, $20. And I know we got some kitty cat lovers in the house. And I have sold this version, but she was holding a big heart, okay, for Valentine's Day. I believe that this is a Napco planter, okay? I believe. Maybe Amy could correct me.
It is.
I'm pretty sure it's Napco. So she's super cute. She's a cute little kitty cat planter for your summer displays. Look at that. She has a little planter in front of her with all these gorgeous little blue flowers. They've made a version that have pink flowers. She is satin. She is this like satin glaze. So she's a matte finish. Words are hard for Jason. So she's a matte finish, and she's this cute, gorgeous planter. Okay, she's getting a little washed out. So let me get her up close here. She has blue eyes. She's just darling. There are no chips. There are no cracks. I love the pinks and the blues. She'd be great for your summer displays. She was used. I did my best to get in all those crevasses, like Amy would say. But they were just a little tough to get into. But there are no chips or cracks. And if you guys collect kitty cats, she would be a great little centerpiece. She'd be great for you guys to use. Just $20 if anyone's interested. She measures about 7 inches tall. So she's 7 inches tall. She's about 5 inches deep, and she's about 3.5 inches across. So let me go ahead and put some black behind her. Let's get up here. Look, she has a cute little pink nose.
Adorable.
A lot of times with these matte finishes, if they've been heavily cleaned, a lot of the details are missing, like the whiskers will be missing. She has all of hers. There are no chips on those flower tips. It is this cute little flower pot. And I just love the fact she's just like, I'll guard your flowers. No one's going to hurt your flowers. I'll guard them.
What kind of flowers, Jason?
I think they are pansies. I think they're pansies or daisies. I know peonies. I don't know. Like they're a flower with petals. That's what they are. So,
good and again, choice.
And again, they actually reversed this, so you could get the marrying the one that marries with it. So the flowers were pink and then the bow was blue. So Merlane, thank you for the 21. And believe it or not, this one doesn't come around that often. Actually, the only other one that I could find that's been listed has been sitting on eBay. They want like $68 for it. So this kitty cat is like a pretty popular one because they did it for other seasons. And like I said, it's the same face, except she in her mouth, or kind of in that area of the flowers, is a heart that says Happy Valentine's Day. So same kind of cat, same kind of face, no chips, no cracks, no hairlines, just a cute little meow meow. And we're in with Melanie at 21. We're looking for 22 or more. Let's start our countdown. Does she have a hole in her mouth? No, she doesn't. That they just painted a little bit of red right there in the middle of her mouth just to give her some details. And the one I found online was exactly the same way, Wanda. So she has a little bit of red, a little touch of red, like a little tongue. It's like her little tongue right there in her mouth. So let's start our countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. You're right, Dusty. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I just think she is adorable. She's cute. I know it's just a kitty cat planter, but she is very unique. I have not ever had this one before. So super fun. There's our bid end. Wanda with your just in case, and Melanie at 21. Congrats. Meow meow. It's coming to you for $22. All right. Thank you guys so much. All right.
It is time to do our recap. So we are going to bring back anything that wasn't claimed during the sale. In case you weren't here or you're thinking about it, you get a second crack at it. So these are going to be quick claim items. We will bring it back. We'll give you a brief description, note any kind of issues with it again. We'll tell you the price if you want to claim it. Do type in the item plus the price into the chat so that we know what you're trying to claim. If there is more than one person that is interested, we will do a countdown to break any ties, and Karen G will remain the official bid ender. Okay. And if you guys are watching on the replay and something isn't claimed, you can always email us and check if it's still available. All right. So do you want me to go, Jason? I have two things.
Go ahead, do them both. I have two as well.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so from my fan choice round, I had her left, and she is a really amazing, good condition, not really any tearing or anything on the fan. And it is Filbert's Old Time. You will be more than refreshed if you drink it, out of Chicago. So that was $16. If you want to claim the fan, you can put fan 16 down into the chat. I love her. Gorgeous. And then the other thing that I had was the tally card book that I showed not too long ago. And this was, I believe there was 21 sheets in here. I could have counted wrong on that. Karen, I see you for the fan. Thank you so much. I believe there's 21 sheets still of the bridge tally card, deco era of the pretty fan lady. If you want to claim that, that was $8. So you can put in tally 8 or bridge 8. Either one will work for that. And that was my recap. Thank you guys so much.
All right. I had from my ladies of the stage celluloid choice, I had Feather to the stage. She is available for $18. I didn't mean to scare anybody off. I actually think that it's neat that it could be real hair. I don't know, but I just wanted to be fully transparent. So I didn't mean to gross anybody out or scare them, but she's in very good condition. If you move the feathers here in the back, you can see that she's made in Japan. She is this really unique little girl, and you could take the netting off if you wanted to, although I think that was meant for her. Melanie wants your bridge cards, Amy.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you, Melanie.
So she's in very good condition. So if you wanted to poof the hair up, you could, but she has very flapper girl, I think, kind of looks like this. So she measures just about 5 inches tall. She is a little jointed, so she has her arms. She's in superb condition. So she is just $18. So if anybody is interested, you can put girl 18 and she could be yours. I mean, she has great detail. Come on now, focus. Come on. There we go. She has her moment in the light. And, you know, actually, now that I think about it, she would even fit into like a patriotic display with a little bit of blue netting and then the red feathers. So you could use her in your 4th of July. So if anyone's interested, you could just put girl 18 and you could have her. She is super cute. And then I had my 1930s celluloid dresser jar. It is metal. Some of the folks think it's brass. I think it is just a pot metal that is painted. So she is your colonial courting lady. She's $28 if anybody's interested. Again, the insert on her is celluloid, and she's in superb condition. They did use her in a lot of different. William, I got you for the girl. Thank you so much, sir. I'm happy she got a home. Thank you so much. We do have a pretty bad life tonight. Thank you. Thank you all for sticking it out when StreamYard and YouTube give us issues. So thank you. She needs some underpants. So $28 if anybody's interested. I'm sold more so on the side here. That is so very deco, maybe even Nouveau. I don't know. Maybe it's even Egyptian revival. I'm not too sure, but to me, it screams 1930s to me. The fact that the mirror is still in there.
That's my favorite word, Jason.
When I say mirror. So the mirror, and there's no discoloring to it. It's a nice, thick, heavy mirror. It is missing whatever glass insert would have fit in there, but I don't think that's a deal breaker because I don't know that we're going to put makeup in this anymore. This is going to make a great jewelry box. And I'll just take a moment to show you. It is stamped here, made in the USA. And it is a company that if someone knows anything about, please let me know, because I can't find no name for it. All they have is PNCW. I don't know if that was an affiliation, like companies that merged or, you know, what it was. But every piece of metal that I found with that on, they just put the initials. They don't know a name. So one more moment, honey. I'll hold you up here. Maybe somebody wants to give you a home. She was $28. And if somebody's watching this on a replay and is interested in her, please make sure you email me and I will do my best to get you invoiced for her. So let me unclick this. Karen G, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender. William, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. She's going to look good with all your other goodies, sir. We appreciate you all so very much, and thank you so much, William. Congratulations.
Thank you, Kim, for helping out in the chat tonight.
Agreed.
Between Jason's Mira and Michael Todd's Yesterday, those are my favorite Pennsylvania words.
What word does he say? You'll have to tell me afterwards.
Yesterday. But he says it yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay. Yeah. Hey, it's a Pennsylvania slang. That's what I don't know that I've ever. I wouldn't pick up on it because I'm pretty much in his neck from his old neck of the woods anyway. So we all kind of talk the same around here. So thank you all so much for hanging out with us. I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. This means so much to me and Amie. We put a lot into this. We put a lot into our sales and whatever we do, no matter what. But I think we really try to bring our best and put on a great sale for you guys every single Wednesday night. So we appreciate every single one of you. We thank you so much. We're not going anywhere yet. We do have your fantastic finds, but I just want you all to know how much we appreciate you and that you hang out with us. So before, Amie, you want to tell the folks what you have coming up?
Ooh, what do I have coming up? Goodness. Well, I'll be back Wednesday for another installment of Fantastic Finds here on Mother Tucker's. And then Thursday next week, over on my channel, Jamie at Mid-Century Wasted is joining me for a fun sale. Who knows what we're going to have on Thursday. Jamie has amazing taste in vintage, so it'll be a fun sale. That'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern next Thursday. And the StreamYard link's already up there, so if you want to go set a reminder for that, it's already up there.
And make sure, guys, when you subscribe to folks, you hit the notification bell. That way YouTube, when it wants to work properly, will notify you so you don't have to do much. You just get notified when Amie goes live. Although also bookmarking, it helps double when it acts up. So make sure you do that as well. So I forgot to say earlier, Elaine, I want to make sure that's who we have.
I was just going to say, you didn't say who our share was tonight.
No, I didn't. Elaine, hopefully you're here, but we have Elaine to finish out her photos. You guys showed her last week. Yep. I will be back Monday night for Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday with the world-renowned, the one, the only Garden Guy Bill. I don't know if he likes it or hates it when I say that. But, guys, please make sure you join us. We do have an announcement to make during that sale. So I don't know if we'll do it in the beginning, middle, or end. So please come on over and say, oh, Elaine's here. All right, Elaine, hang on, because I love me some Easter. So, but me and Bill have an announcement we're going to make next Monday. Then I'll be back Wednesday with the one, the only Enamor Amie. Yeah, I also want to say before we show Elaine's share, thank you to Amie. She always makes the thumbnail. She always makes the background. And thank you to Tina. She puts the pictures together because y'all don't want me to do it. So as we head into Elaine's, please, 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 if you guys have any fantastic finds that you want to share here on the channel with myself and Amie and the whole vintage community, the email is sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. Please, please, please tell us who you are because the email doesn't always match up with your real name, or at least let us know your screen name so we know who it is, and give us a brief description of what we're seeing so it gives me and Amie kind of a jumping off point when we start to share with you guys. So, all right, Amie, are you ready? All right, okay, so here we go. We got some Easter represented. I'm always in the mood for some Easter. So those eggs look a little familiar to me. Elaine, did I sell those to you? I mean, they look like Polish wooden eggs.
Yeah, they look like the Polish eggs, yeah.
Yeah, they're really, really good. I mean, this is a really fun display. Look at that big milk glass egg, Amie.
I was just going to say the paint on that is really good.
It is. It's really, really good. I love it all. And I love the little planter down there by the bunny, Amie. Is that the little lammy? Is it the little lammy pulling the cart?
Oh, the little lamb cart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember if that's a Shawnee or an American bisque, but yeah, it's a little lammy pulling a cart.
All right, here we go. Here's some more pictures. We got, look at that Easter tree.
Oh, look at the bunny tree. That's cute.
I love it. It's
I
so
see
good.
a little Kewpie postcard poking out there too.
Gosh. And look at the big Polish eggs back there. You see the large wooden ones back there by the wall? Elaine, you do such great displays. I got to tell you what, these are so good. And look at the green of St. Patrick's Day. Sorry, we had both holidays. Forgive me. I was so anxious about the Easter ones. Look at that green glow. Oh, it makes me wish I was Irish. I'm not. I wish I was. And look, are those Mercury sprigs coming out of that?
They are, yeah. She had for her winter, she had blue ones, and then we had Christmas and winter last week
Right.
on Fantastic Finds. So yeah.
Right. All right, we got one more coming up here. Some more. I love when people feed those lights through. It always looks, look at the glow of that white tree. Gosh, you just, I'm going to have to take some of these ideas for my upcoming displays. Gosh, they're good. She's got a little
incorporation of all the ephemera and postcards. I love to see that too.
Gosh, and I see the Fenton Bell. So let's go in reverse. We'll go back up to the ones that we did. So we have some St. Patrick's Day here going, a little fairy light action. It is. It's beautiful. Then we have the Easter. I love that Easter tree. And those look like the Amazon tulips that Misty loves.
The realistic looking ones, probably. Yeah, they look pretty real.
I feel like they are. And then we're back to the first one. So, Elaine, thank you so very much for sharing some of your displays with us. You do a fantastic job. I think we all could pick up some tricks from you. You do a good job. And one more time, guys, because we're getting low in the queue, send us whatever you have. Even if you guys are decorating Christmas in July, if you're doing a 4th of July display, here's the email one more time. Please, please, please email me and Amie. So, guys, thank you so much. Amie, am I missing anything as we exit out tonight?
I don't think so. I think we covered pretty much the gamut. Well, I have seen emails come in, but if you guys haven't emailed us your information, make sure and do that tonight when we end the broadcast, so we have your information ready to go. Reminder, I will be doing invoicing tomorrow at some point, so you'll see an email from me when it's sent out. And don't forget, everybody that purchased tonight is going to get a super special for my 4K subscriber is going to get a fun giveaway. So it's like a lotto ticket. You scratch off the silver and reveal your prize. Okay. And I will leave instructions in everybody's package on how you can claim your prize. Okay.
And Kim, thank you for answering my question. Novelty Casting Works, New York. See, it makes sense because I think that is pot metal and I think that was casted. So thank you. I could not find it. I even tried Googling it, but I probably didn't Google properly. So much. We work very, very hard as small businesses to try to bring you guys the best things we can. If you guys are free next Wednesday, come hang out with us. We'll be back here again on my channel at 8 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully StreamYard and YouTube cooperates with us. Till the next one, you guys have a very good week, and I'll see you back here Monday night at 8 p.m. Till then, good night, everybody.
Good night, you guys. Thank you. Bye.